Mike motherfucking checker. It is 6:25 p.m. In Nairobi. I don't know where you're listening from, but wherever you're listening from, I'd like to welcome you to the 254 Express. My name is Joker254, and I will be your captain on this trip. If you are a passenger, we will be going on a short trip, about an hour and a half, exploring Kenyan music and speaking to a guest. So we're going to try to give you guys a journey, take you guys some music, take you guys on a ride. Joining me on this trip, together with you guys, is my fellow co-pilots. So I'd love for my co-pilots to introduce themselves.
Yo, Wagwan World, it's Rico254, and yeah, Radio 254, we play 100% Kenyan music 24/7. You dig?
Good afternoon, good evening. My name is Mwanyigha. Welcome to the 254 Express.
Shout out England, shout out Nairobi, shout out Denmark. Guys, it's a Friday.
Friday!
I have to be honest, you guys do not look. Anyone, why do you guys turn off these mics? Like, what's the point of turning them off? Just leave them on.
Nah, I feel
It
like
makes no sense to turn them off.
I feel like you need to turn them off.
It's a very dumb idea to turn them off. But
Was your mic off the whole time?
yeah, there's no point.
So that's
Like,
your
literally.
fault now. Like,
No, but like I'm not here to turn on mics and stuff.
Nigga,
I'm here to talk to the world.
yeah, but bro, as in we've done 57 interviews, 58.
No, actually, we've done. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I have the list right here.
I have 119 recordings, but that's different stories. But
why do you have?
why is it?
Why do you have double recordings? We've done 58 interviews.
Okay. Why is it that it's a Friday and you guys look sad?
I'm not sad, bro. I'm not as gassed for. I think there's no alcohol. Maybe that's why.
Okay, can I? I'll have alcohol, but you guys might not like it. I don't know if it's you guys' vibe.
What?
I have wine.
The CEO, Vino, man. CEO may have been a Vino nigga lately.
Muremi, are you here with us?
But then you have sweet wine. Sweet wine.
How do you know what kind of wine I have?
Because I know what kind of wine you have. You like sugar in your wine.
Well, like, can I have wine with my brothers and just talk on the radio?
Of course, let's get it.
You know, I set that up for the guest, and then you've come there and you fucked up like the whole setup.
Oh, me.
Yes, you.
But like, see, I'm the man of the
seat even has the king for king.
Hey, but they
Young
trust.
Falme with the logo in the back, and you just came.
Is that you know I did this for
changed
Kahush?
look. I even made it fucking aligned, but now you've come. You did everything.
Is that you didn't do this for Kahush?
You know me. I don't.
He wasn't here.
I don't
Kahush
degrade
was
like
here.
I don't
You know, I
like
was
to
listening
degrade
to the Kahush
Kahush like
interview,
you
and you were
guys.
saying Muremi introduced you to Kahush. Which Muremi were you talking
No,
about?
Muremi told me Kahush was
Which
yes,
Muremi were you talking about?
This Muremi.
But Kahush, I was acting as if you knew which Muremi you were talking about.
See, I said Muremi, your brother.
But like Muremi wasn't there.
Muremi was there, the interview.
But like, did Kahush know who you were talking about?
No, like he probably didn't know, but I said your brother Muremi. I said shut up.
No, you said Muremi.
Okay, but like, did you say to Kahush when he was there? You see what's up? Did you introduce yourself?
Yes, I said hi. I said hi to all of them.
Yeah. So it was Muremi who actually told me.
You know, it's crazy to believe.
Because me and Muremi, I was trying to put Muremi on the song, Misiwezi. And Muremi already knew about the song. And he told me, you know how Muremi Muremi is like an encyclopedia. He knows
too much.
He knows shit that nobody knows. So Muremi already knew the facts. He was like, yo, nigga, you know this song is this? Okay, no. And like, I saw after Muremi told me like for a month after that, or like I saw it was a month. Now everybody knew. So me I went around saying, yo, you know whose song this is?
One of those guys.
Yeah. Like, yo, bro.
I feel like there's a stereotypical Nairobi N-word or stereotypical Nairobi male, and a lot of us fit the description.
The whole guy who's going to be in the club telling you his uncle get you a job.
Oh, you're in the car and you want everybody to see that you're in the car, that you're whipping. Everybody, like, it's just typical. Like,
Nairobi
a guy from Germany doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's like, I can Nairobi nigga. He wants to be.
So we like to flex. Let's just be honest. Like, we like to flex the small possessions that we have.
Connection in Nairobi is what opens doors. So if you can flex, you look like someone who has a connection, you get further in life.
True, but like, I don't flex. I think
But you have nothing to flex.
I have nothing to flex, but I still have good connections. I think so.
You want the truth?
I feel like you're still gonna talk shit, but it's
I'm
okay.
gonna talk shit.
But anyway, it was Friday, man. I feel okay. I feel blessed.
Feel blessed.
I feel I'm in a better mood. Like I've been As in, I've just been. I'm going through my own shit, and I received good news today, so I'm okay.
This kid wakes up at fucking 12.
I know.
So I'm trying to call him for something important, and he's dead as fucking sleep. Then he'll tell you, we left studio at 9.
But you know what time I sleep?
Then he tells you, I slept in the morning. I'm like, that sounds like a you problem. Wake up and fucking work. Like, didn't come here to play.
It's because at night is when I come alive. Is when I think.
Yeah, Kafi should change that.
Ideas.
Go to bed. Take a sleeping pill.
As in, I feel like.
What's your problem that you got a girlfriend?
Well, not really a problem. It's just that I basically fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I had to just.
You fucked up how?
Like, I don't want to talk about it on
no, this is what this thing is for.
As in, I just fucked up. So.
Okay, what? No.
As in, my girl could be listening, so I'm not trying to like.
Nobody's listening. That's the whole point of you not promoting the show. Nobody listens. Because you think nobody. Literally, bro.
Basically.
It's one man in his mom's basement somewhere in.
Basically, someone called my shorty by another shorty's name.
Huh?
Someone over the weekend, someone called my shorty by another shorty who I have past, who I have history with. So I played down the whole weekend.
Oh,
It wasn't even you.
Oh, it wasn't you.
It wasn't me.
Oh, you're not being I have a friend.
As in like, you know how you meet someone for the first time, but then
You must be
you must be
But you see, you have a lot.
So like, what happened was
That ruined the whole weekend. How would that ruin the whole weekend?
No, it didn't ruin the weekend.
That ruins weekends.
No, it didn't. Actually, it didn't.
Call her chick.
Because I played dumb the whole weekend. But then
She
like
played dumb, but she's still pissed
But
off.
she's holding on. She's holding on.
yeah. See now when we came back.
You know, if you don't use this place as therapy, you should hear the stuff we talk about. You know you're sleeping. You hear the stuff we talk about in the morning. You would be scared to see her. Like, you can't be fake. You're real. You know gang shit. Yeah. Just use this as your therapy.
Yes.
Look, we should give him his own show after hours so he can do his gang shit. He can have Hobson come drop his album.
I'm wondering where our Lojo customer is today.
Our Lojo.
If you check our YouTube, he's there, but I don't see him here.
Oh, okay. But they actually.
There's people who come on Fridays.
See, actually, I'm sure Bremi has made the call already.
But no, I think Bremi doesn't call.
Doesn't call.
Man just knows, say.
He just shows up.
You know, like when you get litty, you know that girl you call when you get litty.
Yeah.
But okay, so you played dumb and then?
As in, see now we had an amazing weekend, one of the best weekends of my life. But when we came
Best
back,
weekends of your life.
yeah, because like as in she asked me who's that, I said I have no idea who she's talking about.
Or she?
It
So it was a girl who did it.
It was a girl who did
Or
it.
A girl did it intentionally though.
No, she did it by mistake because I had a conversation with her about both of them. So she fucked up. She exchanged the names.
Okay.
So like as I know, Shorty asked me on Friday night like, "Yo, who's that?" I said, "I have no idea who she's talking about. Actually, no clue." So like as in she kind of believed me. So the whole weekend we ignored it. We ignored the whole thing. We came back, and then like the second day after Tuesday, she hits me again with like, "Yo," the same question she asked me on Friday. "Yo, who's so and so?"
Same question.
Same question.
But this time you know she probably knew.
So this time I like you remember how you telling me how I should fear her because she's smart. I literally
I
just
said no such thing.
yeah. You know I did. So I told her myself. I told her the truth, man. I told her the whole story.
You see, now that's how you fuck up.
Man,
Now,
Because you lied twice.
and then you lied, and then you told the truth.
When you did something tonight.
I had to because she's gonna find out eventually.
Yeah, but then they should have told the truth in the beginning.
No, I thought it was gonna fuck up the
Me has been
weekend.
asked who, me has been asked.
I think I'd log you. I thought like
I was told
ah.
one day, I hope you had fun in Jerry. I'm like, who the fuck is Jerry? It's like yesterday, you just kept calling me Jerry. Oh, I'm like, oh, because she was sat to my left and you were sat to my right, and I was out of my fucking mind. Kept confusing who I was looking at. So that's the reason I was calling you Jerry the whole night because Jerry was sat next to me.
As you fucked up worse. You actually called.
I kept calling her the wrong name.
You kept calling her the wrong name.
Ah.
I used to call Vivian Valerie. It'd be Valerie.
Oh.
And then I'd be explaining, no, I don't like her. And then it just like doesn't make sense.
You're
You call
calling
me the
her.
chick's name. I'm like, she's my lawyer. She's like, this lawyer of yours. And then she decided like you're not liking my lawyer because she's like, no, she must like you too. I'm like, nigga,
She does
nobody
though.
likes me.
She does though. Loki. We both know. Even Murabi knows it.
Okay, well, I don't like that Mwanyigha doesn't like holding the mic.
I think the best for me is, you know how I like to be friends with people I've seen before.
Yeah.
So there's this chick who's seeing someone new, and I was like, "You ever called this nigga the wrong name?" Like, yeah, well, a couple times, but I explained to him why I'm calling him Lashan. And I loved it.
Wow.
Actually, a girl's never called me the wrong name.
Me and God has called me the wrong name.
Uh,
I've been called like Kevin once.
Like
I lost my shit, you
Okay,
guys.
but you were Kevin in what scenario?
As in like,
Like, okay, like also like she like
so
Kevin passed me the salt, or she's like Kevin, where's my God? I don't know.
no, I was involved with this girl a couple years ago. Anyway, so I cut her off.
But you cut everybody off.
Okay.
You think it's cool to cut people off?
Like
I know how you learned it, but it's not cool to cut people off. Except Nasty Naz. She's a thief.
Yo, fuck that bitch, man. Fuck that bitch. I don't even mention her name here. On this
You cut her
platform.
off.
Anyway, listen. So yo, I cut that shorty off. Anyway, so like, she
You
saw
didn't
me.
find out who Kevin is. Better want to find out who Kevin is.
So
Okay, what is the scenario?
I'm explaining to you. See, now we had a thing. There's some shit that she did that just turned me the fuck off. So I cut her off. So after I cut her off, like months later, I go to Bamboo. I was chilling with the gang. So she sees me and I completely ignore her. You know the ones of like, you say it to everybody around her, but you completely ignore her. Or you pass each other, you completely ignore each other. Until
Passing each other is fine. Saying hi to everyone around her, but not her, that's petty.
I did that, but like, bitch, I don't.
Me, I'd be like, hi, my name is Rico.
I completely ignored her, bro. You know what she did? So she came from the other side of the. You know how Bamboo is the field.
No,
No,
I'm not a cool kid.
me, I've
Okay.
only been to the car. I've only been to the parking lot.
She
Same
came. She
here,
came.
I'm a Uber driver. I pick and drop.
So me, I'm on the table with my homies, as in, like I was on the table with my homies. She comes all the way to the other side. She pulls me aside. I pretend I'm on the phone. I'm like, hello, joke here. Yeah, I'm not talking to nobody. She's like literally. I'm waiting for her to go away. She goes. She comes back when she sees me now. Like I put back my phone in the pocket. You get. Then she's like, why are you ignoring me? Why are you ignoring me? Kevin, why are you? I had Kevin. I even just I said, "Ayo, like fuck
Okay,
you."
that's it. I'm glad you told the story because you can't just say she called you the wrong name. That's deep because one, you knew she was,
Yeah.
and then you knew there was tension, and you were even avoiding the tension.
I was waiting for him to say he was calling Kevin again because I saw that shit coming. But honestly, yeah, that one okay, fine. That one can cut off.
As in, I had to cut off, bro.
Get
As
your
in-
cable.
Oh, fuck that bitch. There was parties that I collared the last time that night and I never spoke again.
You call her after she
Is
got
it
to
night
Kevin.
after Kevin?
The same night.
Why?
I think because like she was just throwing the shit on me, you guys. Like I just like fuck. Let me just.
But okay. This must have been it was not just you and this person had like you kind of joined each other because like there's no way you feel some type of way because you cared.
It's one of those stories.
Actually, you Kevin.
It's one of those stories your boys keep on warning you about, but she's fine.
But okay. Ooh.
You know that's why she's fine, but all your boys are warning you
I seen something about this once where it's like you'll be told about someone being bad for you, but you still go and do it. Why?
As in now, like as in, there's a way she just.
What?
She's the way she just pops that shit for real nigga.
Okay. This is not nighttime radio.
Anyway, basically, I just did because I was faded that night. I was like, fuck this shorty, let me just maliza that one more
We all
letter.
know Rico doesn't like to go home alone. So
But he doesn't even go home.
that's what I'm saying. He doesn't like to leave alone, so he has to leave with someone. So he doesn't have to leave with Kevin's babe.
But I'm retired now, you get. I'm going to pass my wisdom on down to all my fellow comrades, you get, if you're listening. Bro, me, I'm actually trying to be. Me, I'm actually happy about my.
Well, your friend blocked her thanks to discussions you two have with each other.
You know, Eric, honestly, today you cost me trust with a friend.
Yeah,
And honestly, it's not worth it. But
You cost yourself trust with that
Yes,
friend because
no.
you had no right to divulge information you were given.
No.
The next part
I would have to.
It's better, nigga.
If a girl that I
Shut
don't
up,
like
shut
that
up,
much.
shut up, jokes. He actually said that.
No.
I need
If
to
it was my
hear.
spouse, I would told that one.
No, like. as
No,
in-
if a girl that Dano liked like that was
Shut up.
like,
He actually just texted me right now.
if a girl that Dano liked,
Seriously.
it's okay. But
Is
if
he
a girl,
listening?
I don't know, but it's like, congratulations on graduating.
I told him he graduated.
Uh,
But like, if a girl liked
So he's not
you, if
listening.
a girl liked him, a lot, and she was over here being taken for dates and doing funny, I would want him to know because he's looking foolish.
Of course.
Just because he's gonna be looking foolish.
But like.
But you're foolish for like just not controlling your emotions. No, because you see how your girlfriend could control it for the weekend. You couldn't do the same.
As in, there's a way, like.
No, there's no way.
I'm an emotional nigga, man.
No. You react with emotions.
What's that?
See, mind your business.
It's cancer.
That's not. Nah, what's that? Seriously.
Mind your business.
Just let me hold it.
Okay, that sounds sick.
Pause. You know. Anyway, back to
Saying pause is homophobic.
Anyway, basically.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, what is that? What do we talk about?
Kevin.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Yeah, man. So.
I swear to God, I'm gonna start
Yeah, that
calling
shit
you.
was nuts, bro.
I'm gonna start calling you Kevin.
That shit was nuts. She used to drive me fucking crazy, man.
Okay, you know your friend DJ Case. How come you have all these cool friends? How come you can't get your cool friends to come on the show? Can DJ Case give us like sets to play? Can DJ Case have a residency?
She's in Holland.
He just sends the mixes.
I can tell you that. That's easy. I actually the one who gave. You know how I used to have a big music library. You remember, like growing up, I gave all my music to Kevo. So a lot of the music that you hear and play is my music.
Sure.
I know. As in, on God, I can't even call him.
No, we don't need to call him. But I'm saying.
Shout out to Kevo.
And Nico is that kid. No, I promise you, call him right now.
And that's why.
But you know why I did that?
They take his number because Rico's always gonna be calling them in the back. Rico's like, no, you had the best verse.
I had to call him, man.
Call who?
Nico.
For who?
Just to praise his verse.
On which song?
Sirudi
Home remix.
The one with Mandy.
Yeah.
That's
my
like
nigga.
Kurudi home, Leo.
You don't wanna go home?
See, Joker says this shit all the time. Oh, I buy there. We take these bitches back to the crib.
Then he'll leave your ass here. He'll drive off.
Imagine.
This dickhead.
This nigga, not that Friday we're drinking here.
Yeah.
This nigga left my ass and we lived together.
Trust, he just left.
Not even I'm going. Not are you okay?
You actually fucked up, by the way.
Doesn't fuck up.
No, you're fucked up.
Home.
You're fucked up. How you just leave your blood relative just like that?
Home.
Home.
Zero
You live in the same house. You get as in like the state he was in, as in it was not a state that you just leave him like that,
What
you
do
know.
you mean the state that he was in?
As in Monday was super late, you get. Even lalad outside here, bro.
See, Future has a song called Super Late.
As in he lalad on the pavement.
I don't know where the homie was lying.
The stairs. You just at you in your comfortable bed, you get.
What? You don't know where I was?
Bro, man know you are either at the crib or you are here at your Airbnb next door. You know,
If the dictionary had pictures, Joker would be right next to Selfish. Just there. That's his picture.
I know he's very selfless sometimes.
Maybe.
As in, I've actually seen a lot of his generosity. Shout out to my nigga.
Maybe to you.
You know.
No, I'm selfish.
That's what he said.
No, I'm selfish.
Me agree.
You agree?
Me agree. He's selfish.
Mad. Yo,
What do you talk about?
see now, me, I wanna take a musical break.
Can you guys choose songs?
So play for me, Brooklyn Boys.
I feel like that's why I'm glad. That's how I know you're not.
What? Me, I'm rapping my niggas.
You would play the same song over and over again if it was up to
You
you.
fucked up our YouTube. I can play any fucking song on YouTube. But always go back to Cobbs and Mask or Brooklyn Boys.
Who me?
Yes, our YouTube in office.
I think the office wine. What?
Like in the studio.
Oh.
You play fucking James Other, next song Cobbs and Mask, next song Brooklyn Boys.
So you play for me, Jerome's project, Love and Chaos.
I want to take a musical break and we'll be back. Guys, can we talk about the interviews we've had this week? Like how dope that's been?
As in, could we talk about that on Monday?
Why we talking about that on
So
Monday?
we can recap, you get. I feel like we're not finished the week yet, and I want to finish it on a high note.
Wait. Before I go on break, I'd like to thank all the Supreme Court justices of the Republic of Kenya for throwing that shit in the trash far away. Reggae has been stopped. There's no canon. All of you can go fuck yourselves. Please bring back the money you spent on campaign. Fuck all of you and the clique you claim. Thank you to all the Supreme Court justices in the Republic of Kenya. I salute you and thank you so much. For you guys who voted yes, fuck you.
Yo, so you now remove my
Who voted?
So you remove my song now that BBI is out. Just so I don't look foolish now. Just chuck it from the playlist.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Okay, I thought you said you didn't say that.
See now, right?
Yeah, no. You see, that's the thing. People say stuff, but they don't want to be held. They don't want to be held to that standard.
You see now. Like I thought.
You actually thought that side was gonna go.
I actually thought it was gonna happen. On the basis of I'm not supporting it, but I just thought, how kind politics is.
Bro, but you forget. The people who didn't pay attention in school.
Government has 3 legs, bro. Judicial, legislative. No, that's the same. Anyway, the executive and the other one, they have nothing to do with each other.
That's what I'm saying. I thought like you could bribe a few judges, get some shit done.
Oh, you were actually hoping for that?
No, I thought not hoping. I thought that's how it's gonna go down.
Unless it's Uchelula, you can't really bribe any judges.
I think we should take a musical break. What time do you guys wanna come back?
Free all my hesses in Mexico.
Hesses, not hesses. I don't know who hesses are.
Hesses, amigos.
Minute of love, a minute of hate. Making mistakes, shying away. I would have held you closer if I could. You're bitter than I could ever taste. Now I'm in love and I'm effing wasted. I would have held you closer if I could. And even when we try to throw this all behind, I find myself inside of your arms again. And what if I'm insane and taking me for granted? I would never come to forgive myself. 'Cause I ain't tryna be your ex, so don't call me if you wait. Tryna vibe on my way, I'm on top of my game. I'm on my way, yeah. So don't call me if you wait. Tryna vibe on my way, I'm on top of my game. See you wasting a chance in the corner, like you don't know I'm down to be on. Yeah, I keep on reminding you that you're mine. You're gonna wife me, and I'm hanging in the backseat, and I'm waiting for a chance to say bye. 'Cause we've been waiting for love that is real. And even when we try to throw this all behind, I find myself inside of your arms again. What if I'm insane and taking me for granted? I would never come to forgive myself. 'Cause I ain't tryna be your ex, so don't call me if you wait. Tryna vibe on my way, I'm on top of my game. I'm on my way, yeah. So don't call me if you wait. Tryna vibe on my way, I'm on top of my game. Hanging in the backseat, hanging in the backseat. I'm on my way, I'm on my way, I'm on my way And even when we try to throw this all behind, I find myself inside of your arms again. And what if I'm insane and taking me for granted? I would never come to forgive myself. 'Cause I ain't tryna be your ex, so don't call me if you wait. Tryna vibe on my way, I'm on top of my game. I'm on my way, yeah. So don't call me if you wait. Tryna vibe on my way, I'm on top of my game.
Yeah. Kabaya. Hey. Ukinicheki hivi nina shida kama so. Kwa flow huwezi banjo juu vile kumechrome. After kulegalize nasafisha na cologne. Nilipoteza key so siezi rudi home. Nilipoteza key so siezi rudi home. After kulegalize nasafisha na cologne. niko na allergy ya story za udu na ndula sini mbichu sinikanyage mguu sherehe nilipenda sim kadikiwa yu sahina kimbizanga makeg na nusu kwanza napenda form ikiweza lafu sosi kwenye meza kuzitoka toka chini hadi juu nikikuwekelea utateleza misbehavior kwa impreza akikesha sintaumwa na miguu simjui jina batu na dara na tukwa kona vile na slow wine mina sikia yo bakora excuse me sir knowing me is a nona kama riba ni ganji basi ndiyo ntabonga niseme nisiseme sema niseme nisiseme sema nikitaka sinipewe na nikilewa sinilewe ukinicheki hivi nina shida kama so kwa flow huwezi banjo tu vile kumechrome after kulegalize na safisha na cologne nilipoteza kiso siwezi rudi home siwezi rudi home siwezi rudi home nilipoteza kiso siwezi rudi home siwezi rudi home siwezi rudi home after kulegalize na safisha na cologne
Kejani siezi rudi bila galako na booty squeeze hapa mjini mapinji wako kwa ndudhi Josie Vae Hills koko kwenyu kuna vumbi na muitanga su bati upenda kuitwa Suzy na exile nimepigana tangu juzi betsita za jujo tatani zina jacuzzi mbona juvile zi uhos ma sleepover dundaka imeshika kuna komreda kosoba mziki ni achekesho niko shonta rudi gambling kanko wobbling sipendangi hata makadling anasema jindo ufanya akuwe bubbly baby girl utawezana na something nina kichoki na kikosi sikosi juu ya moshi mina fukuza covid sirudi home jota budango ko off tabia mbaya nilingiza mbocho
ukinicheki hivi nina shida kama so kwa flow huwezi banjo tu vile kumechrome after kulegalize na safisha na cologne nilipoteza kiso siwezi rudi home siwezi rudi home siwezi rudi home nilipoteza kiso siwezi rudi home siwezi rudi home siwezi rudi home after kulegalize na safisha na cologne
akia turudi nyumbani yo mama is mama hii maisha sinifani utashikwa na kiwaru demia kwa kinitahani unamteka na Subaru mini kona Nissan ni funny na mabishte wa Pamela wamekam na si tumefurahi sijui mbona wamejam msimu wa Julai kila chalia na madam na simu si reply hata ipigwe na madao na masponyo kuchachisha ni matao tao brayo ajai lalisha ni mabao bao tuko dunda utadhani yako kwao kufaragiza utashindwa Johnny hao
ukinicheki hivi nina shida kama so kwa flow huwezi banjo tu vile kumechrome after kulegalize na safisha na cologne nilipoteza kiso siwezi rudi home siwezi rudi home siwezi rudi home nilipoteza kiso siwezi rudi home siwezi rudi home siwezi rudi home after kulegalize na safisha na cologne
Sunburn cream spread on my back. The afternoon breeze got me lying on the sand. Nothing to do, just chilling, smoking shada. Some beers in happy hour as I make rafikis. That's just how we live it here. Starehe kupindukia. Swahili dishes, biryani na mabajia. Tuk-tuk rides, Arab nights. That's just how we live it here. In Mombasane, oh, in Mombasane, in Mombasane, oh, in Mombasane. The days just keep moving on their own. Same old routine, mnazi all night long. Madafu juice somewhere in Diani. Kubarizi by the beach with Balala and Joho Ali. That's just how we live it here. Starehe kupindukia. Swahili dishes, samaki kwenye sinia. Dau rides, Bango nights. That's just how we live it here. In Mombasane, oh, Mombasani, in Mombasani, oh, in Mombasani. That's just how we live it here. Starehe kupindukia, Swahili dishes, mahamri na vitumbua, matatu rides, kaswida nights. That's just how we live it here. In Mombasani, oh, in Mombasani. In Mombasani, oh.
Time is moving fast, sounding like the last, running from the past, not to get attached, learning to adapt. I wanna make it count. You're trying to mess around, knowing you have found something so profound. I wanna settle down, but what do I do it? You're trying to run through things. You want my love? Prove it, prove it, prove it. What do I do it? Trying to run through things. You want my love? Prove it, prove it. Nipende, 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 pole pole. Baby, nipende, 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 pole pole. I'm not looking for nothing too aggressive. Don't wanna be always guessing. Damn sure won't be stressing. No, no. Tafadhali nipende, 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 pole pole. Focused on building a bridge, won't be remiss, 'cause I want it to last. Never been good at that, usually overreact. So used to being attacked, that's why I'm not in a rush. Last time I did, I was crushed. So what do I do it? Trying to run through things. You want my love? Prove it, prove it, prove it. What do I do it? Trying to run through things. You want my love? Prove it, prove it. Nipende, 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 pole pole. Baby, nipende, 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 pole pole. I'm not looking for nothing too aggressive. Don't wanna be always guessing. Damn sure won't be stressing. No, no. Tafadhali nipende, 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 pole pole. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 What do I do it? Trying to run through things. You want my love? Prove it, prove it, prove it. What do I do it? Trying to run through things. You want my love? Prove it, prove it. Nipende, 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 pole pole. Baby, nipende, 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 pole pole. I'm not looking for nothing too aggressive. Don't wanna be always guessing. Damn sure won't be stressing. No, no. Tafadhali nipende, 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 pole pole. Slow, okay. is overdue, and yeah, it's time for me to understand what's happening to us. And if you tell me what it means, I'll tell you everything it seems to be, yeah. 'Cause I've been dreaming, wishing that we could just start anew, see it through. Just be for nothing. If you're not willing to keep on giving, I have to admit that we've reached our ceiling, lost the thrill, and that I'm not sure we can still believe in a future anymore. And if you tell me what it means, I'll tell you everything it seems to be, yeah. 'Cause I've been dreaming, wishing that we could just start anew, see it through.
King Cocker. Okay. No, don't look no further. Kifikiria kids, I'll be their father. I'm serious, sema lini uko ready. As long as I'm alive, we jua nitakudedi. Na kuna vile wewe ni do baby, ndo yo menu, chagua love ni kupe. Na sikuachi, by the way kwako kupe. I'm a prisoner, Lucky Dube. Leo R&B na tenje down all you. Mwili yako, ina speak volumes. Washa tenje basi na few I call you. Be my princess, nitakuwa Tom Hill.
Yeah, DEP, yani King wa rap. Niko kwa booth moja na NIKKI jo.
I've never had a jam like this before, never put it down like this before. It's feeling good, feeling right. Looking at you, checking me, looking like you're liking what you see. Je, unanihisi na nimetoka mbali. Nikishe tafadhali, niko na mpango, nataka kufurahia. Wewe pale kwenye kona hudhuria. Hii ngoma ya mtaa, mavazi imejaa, mademu wa hasala. Hii ngoma ya mtaa, mavazi imejaa, machali wa hasala. Kukuyo wero na mabeste jo. Girls in my country go winky Joe. Throw your hands up, hands up. Spread my wings, it's time to shine. Finally taking all that's mine. I'm feeling good, feeling right. I packed my bags, it was time to go. Many were the times I felt unsure. Hey, na nimerudi, na nimetoka mbali. Nipishe tafadhali. Ooh la la. chini mini skati.
Hii ngoma ya mtaa, mavazi imejaa, mademosa wa hasala.
Hii ngoma ya mtaa, mavazi imejaa, mchali wa hasala.
Kukunyongero na mabese show.
Sema kanji kwa wingi show.
Mistari zangu ni tamu nishatambua, mziki nikata frija tayari nishabambua. Hii beat kwangu ni famu nishachafua, rafiki utakatika je? Ha! Onge la track nishapewa sana pima mziki. Big boss the TikTok collab na NIKKI. Ni mara ngapi nitawapa muktasara inaosema kolo ni mfalme king wazara. Ya samtio kaasha nipa beat moja, kazi yangu hapa ni kuleta vioja. Na kupa tu chache mingi ni nuksa, wanipendi juu ya doba sinadhani ni looks. Juu skill yangu ya rap ni kama last name ya jua kali, tumekuja tukubali. Dem shika chali, chali shika dem, chini kwa chini cheza mziki kem kem. Ngoma ya mtaa, mavazi imejaa, mademosa wa hasala.
Hii ni ngoma ya mtaa, mavazi imejaa, machali wa hasala.
Kukunyongero na mabese jo.
Sema kanji kwa wingi jo. Throw your hands up,
Mikono,
hands up,
mikono,
hands up, hands up, hands up, mikono.
ngoma ya mtaa, mavazi imejaa, mademosa wa hasala.
Hii ni ngoma ya mtaa, mavazi imejaa, machali wa hasala.
Kukunyongero na mabese jo.
Sema kanji kwa wingi jo. Throw your hands up,
Mikono,
hands up,
mikono,
hands up, hands up, hands up, mikono. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, tupendane milele, pendo letu lisiishe. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, twende juu, twende chini, pendo letu haliishi we. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, wacha nikupe mapenzi. There was a time you used to love me. Ulikuwa wanipenda, sasa wataka kuenda. Shy babe, oh babe, why do you treat me that way? Hey, wanitesa na mie nakupenda, siwezi kuishi bila wewe. Just can't live without you. Kuishi siwezi kamwe, kuja kwangu tupendane, uwe wangu niwe wako, pendo letu lisiishe. Mpenzi nakupenda we. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, tupendane milele, pendo letu lisiishe. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, twende juu, twende chini, pendo letu haliishi. So you say you found another girl. Ulikuwa wanipenda, penzi lako natoweka. Mpenzi, mpenzi, njoo nisikize. Hasira ni hasara, mwenzako nateseka, siwezi kuishi bila wewe. Just can't live without you. Kuishi siwezi kamwe, kuja kwangu tupendane, uwe wangu niwe wako, pendo letu lisiishe. Mpenzi nakupenda we. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, tupendane milele, pendo letu lisiishe. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, twende juu, twende chini, pendo letu haliishi we. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, wacha nikupe mapenzi.
Natoka tu bado nimefika hapa, wasema eti no reforms no kalama shaka. Siwaona atutakoma nikialeta groove kama vile Laura na Fiona. Microphone akishika wote wakiona. Ecstatic akiimba hapa studio Lioma ana akiwakilisha wote wanajiki, kwani yuko busy hypnotize kama vile Biggie. Sorora hivi afurahisha kaongiki. Masinga watan green kama sukuma wiki, kweli astahili tiki. Jina Nikki pamoja na kalama shaka kwenye microphone.
Siwezi kuishi bila wewe, I just can't live without you. Kuishi siwezi kamwe, kuja kwangu tupendane, uwe wangu niwe wako, pendo letu lisishe. Mpenzi nakupenda we, wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, tupendane milele, pendo letu lisishe. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, twende juu twende chini, pendo letu haliishi we. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, tupendane milele, pendo letu lisishe. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, twende juu twende chini, pendo letu haliishi we. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, tupendane milele, pendo letu lisishe. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, twende juu twende chini, pendo letu haliishi we. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, wacha nikupe mapenzi, wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, tupendane milele, pendo letu lisishe. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, twende juu twende chini, pendo letu haliishi we. Wacha nikupe mapenzi tele, wacha nikupe mapenzi, wacha nikupe mapenzi.
Time is moving fast, sounding like the last, running from the past, not to get attached, learning to adapt. I wanna make it count. You're trying to mess around, knowing you have found something so profound. I wanna settle down, but what do I do with you trying to run through things? You want my love? Prove it, prove it, prove it. What do I do with you trying to run through things? You want my love? Prove it, prove it. Nipende, 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 pole pole. Baby, nipende, 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 pole pole. I'm not looking for nothing too aggressive. Don't wanna be always guessing. Damn sure we'll be stressing. No, no. Tafadhali nipende, 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 pole pole. Focused on building a bridge, won't be remiss, 'cause I want it to last. Never been good at that, usually overreact. So used to being attacked, that's why I'm not in a rush. Last time I did, I was crushed. So what do I do with you trying to run through things? You want my love? Prove it, prove it, prove it. What do I do with you trying to run through things? You want my love? Prove it, prove it. Nipende, 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 pole pole. Baby, nipende, 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 pole pole. just be for nothing. If you're not willing to keep on giving, I have to admit that we've reached our ceiling. Lost the thrill and that I'm not sure we can still believe in a future anymore. And if you tell me what it means, I'll tell you everything it seems to be, yeah. 'Cause I've been dreaming, wishing that we could just start anew, see it through.
No, don't look no further. Kifikiria kids, I'll be their father. I'm serious, sema lini uko ready. As long as I'm alive, we jua nitakudedi. Na kuna vile wewe ni do baby. Ndo yo menu, chagua love ni kupe. Na sikuachi, by the way kwako kupe. I'm a prisoner, Lucky Dube. Leo R&B na tenje down all you. Mwili yako, ina speak volumes. Washa tenje basi na few I call you. Be my princess, nitakuwa Tom Hill.
To use when we have guests. Always we have a legend, special guest. And you guys have used that so much, I'm not even sure how we can introduce.
I don't even know
who is here right now.
Because like right now this is even above legendary. Yeah. If we have had a legend, like
who would this be? Because I was telling her before we started, like, yes, we are new media, but without the foundation that you guys and you specifically laid out, we wouldn't be here, and we thank you for that. I don't like.
What are we gonna call her?
Hall of Fame.
What are we gonna call her?
We have a Hall of
Famer here.
A Hall of Fame.
Okay, fine. I think I can take that one. If you were going to skate around geriatrical such like things.
No, we have a Hall of Famer joining.
I really would have had a problem.
We'd have to cut the interview short. Anyway, we have a Hall of Famer joining us on the 254 Express. I'm gonna let her introduce herself because you just have to hear it from her, because you might not believe.
I want you niggas to hear her voice and actually like confirm that it's her, so you guys don't think we've been capping the whole day. We've been posting posters. We've been playing her music.
Music the whole day,
yeah,
guys.
We have.
You should have told me. You are my absolute #1 station. Hi.
Hello.
Did you guys just say hi in a little chorus?
Yeah.
All of you, I'm so honored to be here. You've said such beautiful things, but to be quite honest, new media is exciting. And one of the things that I think I've built my career on, right from singing to being on radio, has always been new media, being a part of a new wave. And to be in your studios, I've got the little goosebumps at the back of your wave.
I'm scared, bitch.
So a lot of it's new media, and it's an opportunity to reach out to a new demographic and a new wave that's just approaching life differently. So thank you guys. By the way, my name is Sheila Mwanyigha. I like how Kenyans say kwa majina naitwa, because what else are we going to call you? Kwa urefu naitwa mfupi. So kwa majina. Exactly. So my name is legal legal name is Sheila Mwanyigha, but as an artist, when I sing and I do my thing, it's NIKKI baby. But without the baby, just NIKKI.
I like the NIKKI baby. It sounds better.
I'm not the one who's feeling nostalgic, like I'm in the car back in the day in case 100 is playing.
Oh my God!
Yo.
Up the road.
Yes.
I used to walk up.
Yeah, the competitors are next door. no one has
I
seen
don't
them.
think there's even any competition.
She's talking and I'm just feeling so nostalgic. I'm in a Discovery One with my dad driving me. You know, like this is crazy.
I tell you what, I've been so lucky to have a career that's able to bring in like a dad and a son in a car, and they're able to listen.
Yeah.
When I did the first Tusker Project Fame,
Yeah.
I'll never forget when the season ended,
Yeah.
and we had a production meeting, and it was dinner with client and with the ad agency. And one of the ad agency guys, George Luther at the time, said, you have to hear this story. And there's a guy who was having dinner with his wife and his kids. And the kid said, why are we sitting at the table? Let's go watch telly, Dad. And the mother said, no, it's Sunday. We don't watch TV during Sunday dinner. And then the baby said to the dad, I bet if Sheila was our mom, she wouldn't have a problem. So I'm so lucky to have been able to traverse all generations with whatever I was doing on air. That, you could listen and be, yay! And your dad could listen and probably be like, yes, I'm gonna buy her a drink. But we didn't. Trust me.
Yes, I know he did. Our lawyer was actually in here earlier and he was like, how did you guys manage to get Sheila? And that's my all-time crush, like childhood crush for days.
Can I be honest? Yes. I have an auntie favor. That my auntie favor was one day I was gonna call my auntie and be like, hey, can you ask your friend to come and visit our radio station? But I was always I thought maybe one day, instead of using the auntie favor, we could get to the point where I could call, or we could reach out, and you would be like, okay, So when we reached out, literally what he's saying, people don't believe it, but I sent an email.
Yeah, you did.
A simple email.
And I will say the truth, this whole week has been a bit difficult for me. So I've been on and offline quite, it was just, I knew I was gonna come because you told me Friday. So me not being able to speak to you as often this week is my mistake and my own, life happening. But you can always reach out any time of day. Well, not necessarily any time because I go to bed early.
Hey, if I hit you out well, I'm sorry.
At 2:30 in the morning. What up? What you doing, huh? What?
Yeah.
Is it to hit you up? No. I sleep really early, but always know you can reach me. I'm easy to find.
So I wanted to start.
As in, hold on, before you start. Sorry, I'm just starstruck. It's just that I've drank some wine. It's giving me some serious confidence. Serious confidence.
Me wine. Can you imagine that?
I don't think we're supposed to do that.
No, you're different. Remember, it's new radio. Okay. I've never been to another station that said, alright, relax, what you want, girl. We got this, we got this, we got this. I almost asked for Keanu Reeves.
We don't have that.
We don't have that.
When you do, hit me up anytime.
Go ahead.
But I guess these guys the people who are listening can't see or experience this, but you walk in and you have an energy to you.
Yeah.
There's a genuine energy.
Good vibes.
I don't it's Friday. As guys are it's work. You bring such a great vibe. Where do you get that energy from? That's just you?
Kwa majina. Kwa ma energies.
Because it's just
I think radio for me is just an exciting space. To be called to speak about something I love, which is also my music, and to be around people who are so passionate about what they do. It's like gasoline, firewood, and a hot day, and me.
Yes.
And then it's like, whoosh, and then it's like, oh my God! And with my kindred spirits, and this is fun, and it's an opportunity to just say, embrace who you are, because we're all such different energies. And I'll never forget working on radio and just establishing myself. There would be times when I would sit in meetings and I'd be asked, why are you so bubbly? Why are you so happy? Be upset. And I'm like, but I'm not. And then the day that I'm upset, you'll know I'm upset. But for the most part, your energy, you bring that to the table, and it's what makes you different because it's yours. And you can't You are. I know that is a word in my head. Trust me.
That's why I figured the ad loop. That's a dope ad loop. You guys need to use it.
It's just to emphasize that your energy comes out, and when you're with people where it bounces off and it feeds off, it's beautiful. So let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Woo, 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 woo. Yes. We're back.
So us guys are an interesting radio station.
Yeah.
We play 100% Kenyan music.
Dope.
So we saw a void where we're like, okay, there's a lot of Kenyan musicians out there, and there's a lot of great music, but all of it doesn't get to the radio. And I feel like a lot of these artists are so good that if you kill them in between, like there's a process before you get on radio.
True.
So before you get to that point, you'll face challenges, and a lot of times where there might be money or something that makes you not continue doing music anymore. So a lot of people give up or drop out at that point. So we saw a need where if you support these people as they're up and coming, give them a platform where they can be heard, you'll sustain them to the point where they keep getting better. Because if you continue doing something, the longer you do something, you get better. But you have to look stupid doing it first. You're not going to sound as good as you do the first time.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
So as guys, okay, we wanted to talk to you specifically because you've been in the music industry since 1997.
Yes.
So that's
You've done your homework.
As in, I was born a year before that.
Stop it.
So as someone who's been making music for that long, you understand when we had no industry to what we have now, and even the in between. Because right now a lot of people say there's no Kenyan music industry, but like the people we're talking to, they're not as mature as you and as
Hall of Fame. Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Legendary.
So we want to go back.
Epic.
We want to go back and figure out when Sheila became NIKKI. Because where does NIKKI come from?
Was it an alter ego? One day you woke up and you're like,
before Sasha Pierce.
You see your Sheila, who you need NIKKI? Or what was it like? Or did you just got into the studio and just a different energy just overtook you? Or because when you started putting out music, you put out music as Sheila.
No, it was as NIKKI. If you look at the CDs, it was NIKKI.
It was NIKKI.
Yeah.
Or if you got
Kenyan,
YouTube.
the first chapter was my first. If you believe everything on YouTube.
So can you tell us the story so we don't
assume? Yeah. As we've done a research, but Google be lying.
Nice little, back in time music on umbrellas. But really, it was 1997. And I was a student at the University of Nairobi. I was in my third year. I was going into fourth year.
What were you going to school for, if you don't mind us asking?
German and sociology. I was a Bachelor of Arts student. I studied German in high school because I wanted to be a dentist.
You studied German in high school?
Like Guten Tag.
Wie geht's? Ja, ich kann Deutsch sprechen, aber nicht so gut, weil es gibt nicht so viele Leute, die
I understand. She's not so good
anymore.
Ja, weil es nicht so viele Leute kann Deutsch sprechen.
Mercedes-Benz.
I not so good because you have to keep practicing. So whenever I'm around German speakers, all I need is a half an hour and we're firing on all cylinders. Yes! Gosh, I don't know where that came from. But so I was studying, and the health people said, both your parents are still alive, so we're not giving you boom, the
help. You said
situation. Yes, this was
for our listeners abroad. Help is the assistance you get. It's like financial aid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was called Boom. And
I didn't know it was called Boom. We had to help you like anniversary.
It was called Boom.
It was still an anniversary.
Yeah, no, but they upgraded. Okay. Back then there were some dingy offices in Tower. Let's not even vibe. Oops. Oh wait, I did finish paying the loan, so I can tell that.
Okay.
So it was about thinking, what can I do to make some money? Because if I don't, I'm going to drop out of campus, and I don't want to. I want to get my papers and get this good life that we've all been promised. Post papers.
Yeah.
Clearly, that doesn't really happen. Mm-hmm. And I remembered when I was 11 years old and my brother was 9. We recorded commercials. We used to sing like little commercials together, and we'd record them at the Andrew Crawford Studios. Yeah. It's this big building just before Radisson in
Arboretum.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, there used to be a little studio there, and then with Sheila Ted's studios, which were also further up the road. So we used to voice commercials and sing, and I thought,
when you were a kid,
yeah.
Like 12, you're making jingles, and
I was already started making pesos. My dad was the one picking up the check.
It goes somewhere.
He used to buy textbooks, is what he used to say. But the jury's out on that one. But there was a cop. Dad, wapi receipts za kazi yangu? Did you just ask?
Your dad was a cop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even my mom. So, yes.
Up to what rank?
Dad was, by the time he was retiring, he was an assistant commissioner of police.
Right.
And Mother Dearest was a senior superintendent of police by the time she was also retiring. And they were both, in the Kenya police band.
Okay.
So now you can see.
Oh, the music. So the musical, okay.
Dad played everything. He was a conductor, the guy with the white gloves, and it's like, and everyone's just marching and marching, and yeah. So that was Dad, and then Mom was the songbird in the police band.
So she could sing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Even Dad could sing.
What music were your parents listening to when you were young age? Were you able to remember everything?
Mozart, Beethoven. There was there used to be this there was Sibisa, it was a West African group. There was Miriam Makeba, there was Hugh Masekela. When I finally met Hugh Masekela, I was like, oh my god, Dad's favorite singer. So I was like, where's your dad then? I was like, sorry. Yeah, so there was a lot of music and it was just saying.
Are you singing? Okay, you're listening, but like, you're a kid. Are you also singing along? Are you singing in church? Are you singing in a choir in school?
Church came much later.
Okay.
But then singing in school was quite accidental. I went to Pangani Girls High School, and in my first form, you come in there, you're all girls from different backgrounds, and then a bunch of you are sent into the punishment room, which happened to be the music room. I mean, who does that?
What was Sheila doing in the punishment room?
Have you met me and my energy? It would have been a problem if I wasn't in the punishment room. And so we're all these girls who love music, and so we're in the punishment room, and so I think, let's form a group. And the girl group that we formed was SSATQ. Ask me what it's.
At the what? At what?
She's back to speaking German.
SSATQ.
She's back to speaking German.
No, it was Sheila because there were two Sheilas in the class. So I was the first Sheila because I made the group, and then there was another Sheila, and then it was and the crew. So it was crew with a Q.
SS and the crew.
And the Quintina or somewhere.
I'm telling you, we were wicked in there. So we used to just make noise to be punished because the school didn't offer music. So the music room had a broken down piano, and for me, that's where I could sing with my friends, and we could come up with little rap things and sing things, and it was. Then it went to sleep because then by the time you're dissecting things, life is handing you good ones, fast ones.
Yeah.
So you stop the singing, and I think the teachers just discovered that taking us to the
punishment was actually helping you more
it was
than
actually helping us go a different direction. So it was now you kneel down outside the class. You can't quite sing.
Yeah.
You can't sing in the hallway. You can't sing in the
hallway. You can't quite do that. But just tying all that up together, there were all these musical threads that were all part of this tapestry that was being woven that I couldn't see at the time. It's only when I look back that I can see that was in place.
And I love what you said, because I believe that life makes sense in hindsight. When you look back at something, it makes sense. And for me, there's something you said that clicked for me.
Yeah.
It's the sense of when you said you were in university and you're in third year and you're like, how do I make tunes?
Yeah.
And your idea is to become an artist. Most people would never think that, because we grew up being told musicians don't make money, artists don't make money. But there's something that happened for you that you used to go for the auditions, and you saw if you do commercials, there's actually people who get paid.
There's money.
I was gonna ask you, how did you know you could get? Like, my go-to way for making money would not be go at become, because I don't.
Go the studio, because then that costs money, and then how does that come back?
You know that there's no money coming back, but you knew that if you. So I guess you leave. Okay, you're in third year, you're broke. Yeah. But all university students are broke.
Yeah.
So it's normal being broke.
It's normal.
But why this thing?
I'll tell you what happened that day. That week I agonized about what I can do, but I was thinking, I'm going to do commercials. I need to find people who are in that space. I need to go to these places, to the stations themselves. And there was this artist who was releasing something. His name was Heartstone. And there was going to be this big, there was going to be this big album launch. and I had to be there. So
Okay.
I went, at university, you all pile in
Yeah.
together to someone's car, they've stolen from their mom,
Yes.
and then you all jump in there, and then you go to carnival, and it's good times. But I was waiting by the side because I wanted not to talk to Hearthstone. I wanted to
Ted.
talk to his, not even Ted, to his manager. If you
David
go look for
Moretti.
money, look for the person who handled it.
But how do you know who the manager is? Because a normal person,
David,
you'd
no,
never
David,
know.
David, everybody. knew David. I think by that point, David was more famous than Hearthstone. But
Okay.
David is a sweetheart, and I love him so much. And I saw him, and I said, I know you're managing Hearthstone,
And
I know
I
you're
read
really
everybody,
busy,
yeah.
But I just want 5 minutes of your time because I want to be a background singer, and I want to record commercials, and I've got an amazing voice. It takes a lot of guts to sell yourself like that in a club.
But you're supposed to be going out for sherehe. I don't like the club.
You
I'm going
went
out
there
for
for sherehe.
fun.
You were going there because you had a
I
mission.
had a mission, honey.
That's why we can't compete with girls, because girls go to the club with a mission. Me, I'm going out for, like,
Marcella tales.
I'm just going for a good time.
Hey,
but so
you're
you go
doing
out,
good
you're on a mission.
Who's
On
David?
a
Sorry, who's
David
David?
Moretti.
David Moretti.
DJ Delight.
DJ Delight.
Yeah.
Mama-
So
yeah.
he said, okay, come on this time. Here's a girl. She's my secretary. Sylvia, I think there were two ladies. There was Jadida and there was Sylvia. Look
Okay.
who I remember.
This guy had 2 secretaries in the 90s.
At the club.
That's it.
At the club.
DJ Delight, the way he's always smiling, looking so friendly, but then now you're being told, I'm gonna talk to my people.
And that was it.
I'll get back
really.
to you.
And that's exactly what happened. So the next week at 10, that was my appointment at Hughes Building in town.
Okay.
I walked into town because I was
UON. Were you at UON?
UON,
Yeah.
yeah, Hall 12.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Hall 12. On the first floor, was it room 127 or something? Where the players were. Not 112, but... So I get there at 10 a.m. We jump into his car and he says, Ted Josiah is going to see you, so let's go. So we get to Sync Sounds. And in that studio booth, there's this section where Ted was sitting and then the recording booth.
Yeah.
And on this end, there were the who's. There's DJ Pinya in there. There's Muthoni Buika, who was,
Capital, yeah.
Dogen,
Radio.
Like, don't even look, And then there's David, and then there's Ted, and then Ted is like, oh my gosh, I've got stuff I need to edit, but, I'm just doing this for David, so jump in there and just do something. And the song I chose to this day is still my favorite song, was Brownstone, Half of You. So you need to go listen to that song to understand how hard it was to sing that. And everybody has their favorite part of a song where your voice is just going to wah, wah, woo, 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 cartwheels, nini, belly dance, everything. By the time I'm getting to that build up, Ted says, come out. And I was like, no, I haven't got to the part where I really want to sing. I was like, no, wait. It's like, get out. I was like, no,
Live. Like he's...
Yes. So this is all happening in front of
people.
Everybody going, what? She there? Speaketh, backeth.
To Ted. I remember being a kid and my dad told me that's Ted Josiah. That's the music industry.
Yeah.
Ted was huge.
People were. You couldn't even look in that direction. You'd be like, oh, you might just turn into Saw if you can't sing. But I'm over there saying. Then Ted said, well, I've switched you off, so you can sing until you finish if you want, but we're
I'm
not
not
listening.
listening.
Huh?
So what do you do?
What?
Do you finish the song?
No.
He's not listening.
You sheepishly walk out. And then David was there, he was dying. I think he had tears running down his face.
Tears of joy, like
He
crying.
was laughing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, my heart would go.
You pop his head. You pop his head.
It's so embarrassing when you come out, nobody wants to look at you in that.
This is how serial killers are born. That's how serial killers are born.
You're just there like, was it really that bad? Because nobody is going to look at you. And David, he's got his tears running down his face. So then he says, okay, kid, come, let's go walk outside. So this was at Ramco Quarter off Mombasa Road. So I'm like, Mbaka, I'm being taken for a walk. It was really bad. So as we're walking, he's like, so what's your plan? What do you do again? Where are you going? What does this mean? Da, 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 da. So I spoke to him and I told him why I needed to do it. And he said, okay, here's the thing. Ted's gonna work with you. There's a project coming up. It's Kenyan, the first chapter. I know you want to do commercials, but there's a project he's going to ask you to do first, and then you will get a commercial.
It was a test.
Yes. So I said, okay, fine, let's do it. The commercial was for Superloaf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I stop you just before? There's
Sure.
something I want to find out
Yeah.
at this point.
Mm.
Are you Sheila or are you NIKKI?
At that point,
Yeah.
I'm still Sheila.
Okay.
I'm still like, okay, I'm gonna sing a song. But I'm not so sure you guys couldn't even look me in the face, but you're giving me a song. So it was a Sunday so Tuesday I meet David. The following Sunday I'm in studio now recording the project. And the project was a song that initially been done by Jimmy Gathu.
Okay.
And Ted said, I like this song, but it's a woman's song, and I think your voice is going to do it justice. So listen, write the words, and let's start recording. And that's how Mapenzi Tele happened.
No.
Yes.
The first song
it was
Mapenzi
on
Tele.
a Sunday, yes.
Wait.
One take? How many takes
No,
you
it was, I think I was done around 7.
Okay.
And we started working on it maybe around 3 in the afternoon.
I want to hear about that experience as your first time professionally in a studio with legends. That's like,
It was a quiet afternoon. It was a Sunday afternoon, so it was only Ted. The owners of the studio, there were 2 guys, and I think they used to be members of Safari Mombasa Roots way back when. They weren't there, but they knew that there was a recording that was going to happen. So it was only Ted who was in the studio, so he played the song, so I wrote down the words for the song. And then now, to work on the song was start with the chorus, then the chorus.
Was the song written?
Yes, it had already been done and recorded. Jimmy had done it. But Ted said he wanted to hear it with my voice on it.
Something's messing with my head.
Well,
when I'm in the studio,
yeah,
and they tell me, Toka is, as in they told me to Toka.
You wanted feelings, makasirikio.
What did you hear that now how comes you hear me on this song, but you are so... he didn't hear you, but that's confusing for me.
Well,
I guess you never thought about it?
I thought about it that day. I mean, I was crushed. It was really difficult. But to be told by David that yes, he's going to work with you, I was able to let that go because I understood something. Greatness is heard within seconds. You don't need a lifetime to know something is great. You don't need 3 minutes. You don't even need a minute.
You didn't have to get to your favorite
I
part
didn't
of the
have
song
to favorite part.
for them to realize.
Pressure. Also, maybe that part would have gone. So it's just, and it's something I've kept with me. You can tell something good within seconds.
I think even before someone even gives you an elevator pitch, by the look on their face, you know if you're gonna receive.
You just know.
Yeah, I feel like he probably knew he was gonna.
There's magic or there's none. You're either gonna make me happy or you won't.
So you hear Mapenzi Tele, you record it on that Sunday.
Yes, so we recorded.
When you hear it, what do you feel? How does it make you feel to hear your voice? Because
I
as a
didn't
song.
hear the finished song. I heard it on radio.
What?
I didn't hear the finished song.
Did you just record it and then went home?
And then it went. And by the time I was
You're supposed to hear it before you leave the studio.
No. I could hear what we were working on, but you see, those are skeletons. And I'll tell you, it was really hard. Right now software is making life so much easier. You can copy paste ad-libs and vocals, and Ted was a stickler for harmonies, and we do 4 of each harmony. So you've got 4 layering. If you listen to my music and it sounds like air. It's like a proper French croissant. It's air. It melts in your mouth like butter. It's just.
In New Orleans, they have these things called like beignets,
and
they're so you can't compare. It's so quick, but it's so good. It's like
with the icing on top.
With coffee, it's
That's
crazy.
me.
The beignet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the song you hit on radio.
And I hear
that
it on
means
radio.
you didn't take it to the radio.
No. Because
so you just record and then how do you?
And then we went for a photo shoot, and then there was all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know what this stuff is, but it's good. I can kind of do this. I didn't even get my eyebrows tweezed. I didn't know what that meant. I'm telling you, it was quite the experience. And
but you're failing at what your mission was to get.
No, I didn't.
That's what I want to ask.
But okay, so we did that, and then all this is happening. But the following week was exactly what David said. You're going to record a commercial, and it was for a loaf of bread, super loaf.
Super loaf is the one who's so big now.
Say bread, say super loaf. Never say bread, say super loaf. We're making the bread, and they paid me.
So that was your first check.
I mean, that was my first check, and this is like
that you collected for yourself.
That didn't go to the
to Pops.
It was good money. money. It was maybe 15,000 bob, 1997.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey, Nikki O'Donnell.
So from you to Nairobi University.
So that Kani trip, that one sherehe you went for at Kani worked out.
You've got to be so intentional.
You see, these guys go to the club, they don't remember yesterday.
No, it's nice to go to the club, but then look at what you find in the club, because some of these things.
But you can find love in the club.
Who?
You can find love in the club.
Where?
Me, I found love.
Come again?
Love in the club.
Love in the club is a song.
Love in this club. Okay.
Reality never.
You are underestimating millennials, my friend. We are the people for Tinder and Bumble. Like people, I have friends who got engaged from Tinder after a few days.
Are you serious?
Yes. Let's not put down this.
You guys are the fast and furious for real. I cannot keep up. What? But yeah. What did I want to say?
Your first check came from you.
So then my first check came, and I was able to pay for my school fees, and I was able to go to Gikomba and buy a few outfits, because now you've got to do
photo
performances.
shoots.
Yeah, and photo shoots. But you know, the crazy thing that happened was I had a cousin living in Italy, and so she came with stuff for me. She was like, "You're gonna need this, you know, for the stage and for whatever." So even that outfit, the black skirt and the zebra top, that was from Italy.
Guys are rocking Gikomba. She's out here in Givenchy.
Featuring Giuseppe. Giuseppe.
Probably from an Italian premier.
Let's give the audience what they want. She was actually in Givenchy, guys.
Dolce & Gabbana.
The one Mexico wears. But
I'm serious to wear those things more.
easily. But
moving on swiftly.
so we make Mapenzi Tell, and it's on the radio.
It's on the radio. It's blowing up. I'm
banning cassettes and distributing.
No, cities had just started.
In '97, who's making music? Because do you know why I love that you're making a comeback? Because R&B music is special. Like when I hear Nikita Kering and people are like, I don't wanna be your. That's the kind of music we want. We don't have Kenyan pop.
Yes.
And you, for me, are Kenyan. Like
at that point, it was, but my style was always R&B, because I've always loved R&B. I've grown up on it. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
The chord progressions for it. It's just a style of music that's comfortable. Also for my vocal range, it lends itself to what I can do.
Okay.
And so back then there was myself, there was Heartstone. Mina Kageni was also singing
as an artist,
together
like
with Jimmy Gathu. Yeah,
he was in that
had
Part
a
5.
song.
What was it called? The one on the bus.
The one on the bus.
There was that song.
Get on the driver's seat.
Yes.
Get
And now
in
then
the
this one
driver's
they're telling you to
seat.
slow down.
Yeah.
It sounds like more time.
It was a road safety campaign.
Yeah.
It was a road safety campaign.
You guys are so switched on. Your history is like this. Whoa. But yeah, so we and then you know there was Bruce Odhiambo, and he was producing Poxy Pressure, and there was Mercy Myra, there was Bamboo. I mean, it was this wave of such.
Was it exciting? Were you guys excited for like other Kenyan artists? Like, or was it like, did you? Because like when you walk into a studio, you find maybe some. Like, how was it?
There was so much love, and especially with Mercy. Mercy, you know, I was a solo female singer from now the Sync Sound camp.
Okay.
Because the other female singers were all groups, but I was the only solo singer, and Mercy and I identified with each other so much that sometimes people would say, you know, there should be rivalry, because technically your styles are more or less the same, but you know, she dresses a little.
And she was
more
at Sub-Sahara or Samawati? Where was she at?
She was at Samawati.
Okay.
Like it was expected that why aren't you feuding? Why aren't you, you know, who's looking for the Queen Bee title?
Yeah.
Back then it was, we are part of something. We could feel this is gonna be something we'll look back on, but we just didn't know it for what it was. When we look back, we know it. And whenever I speak to her, it's always like, girl, 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 and that's the whole conversation. But it was a lot of sisterhood, it was a lot of love, and it was just saying, as a girl, you can go and cut and raise. I mean, I just had that one song, but that one song changed my life. It really did. And it's also to just let anybody know who's listening now, as a singer, as an artist, whatever you're doing. It could be that one painting, it could be that one verse, it could be that one beat. Don't underestimate that power of that one thing. It will, excuse me, emotion, it will change your life. It really will. One song. That's all I sang that song. What turning cool my hands until I need to record another song. To bend down and me I can't really like it. I mean, it was just that one song, but the history and the things that it opened after that, I'm here because of that one song.
I want to ask about now the reception for that to your family. So now you're showing two cops. Naibai.
Yes, that.
Tell me what you think.
Oh my gosh. Well, you have to tell your parents what you're doing, because first of all, you've got money. Where's it from? Did you find a sugar daddy?
No. Did I not raise you well?
Yes. And picking the name Nikki was because I wanted to separate Sheila from Nikki, because I was still in campus. And
why the name NIKKI?
Why Nikki? It was a baptism name. It was those names which you just pick and you don't know what you're gonna do with it. And I specifically chose Nikki because we live in a country where R's and L's can be a bit of a Sheila. I didn't want to be Shira, because I'm very mad.
Which Shira are you talking about?
Exactly. And please remember, part of my genealogy is Kikuyu, so I'm allowed to say these things because it is part of who I am, and it is true. No lie. So I wanted to come up with a name that would be easy and memorable, and just a one name. It wasn't Beyonce. There was no Beyonce then. It was just come up with a name people can easily remember and spell and pronounce, and it helps you identify your creativity through that you can channel those things through that, and then Sheila can continue with it every day.
And that's NIKKI was born.
And that's NIKKI, yeah. So that's NIKKI. So NIKKI is a bit more out there, a bit more risque, so to speak. But she's a lot of fun, and she loves people. But she will cut you.
So I have a question for NIKKI. And I'm sorry, Mom, but this is a question. This is a question for NIKKI. There's something I've listened to for the longest time ever, and I don't believe you said it because I feel like I'm hearing things.
Okay.
It's the only I want to put you on the spot.
All right.
The Chapa remix. Yeah. You say still got the
finest AS.
Yes.
It took you 10
Yes, just as well as that.
I see. On Instagram, you see Sheila.
You never see that. Yeah.
And then I'm listening. I'm like, I'm just hearing my own things, and then I hear again.
Big batty girl. Where you find that?
I'm like, wait, I like the energy. I'm like, I like the energy, but I'm like, I'm just hearing my own things.
You're like confused. You're like, did she actually say that? Like, I was like, yo.
But anyway, that was actually a very fire.
It was.
But like,
killing this game since 1997. That's what she said.
Like heaven.
Sounding like heaven.
That was actually a fire.
So like for me, I'm like, damn. Yeah. So I guess NIKKI, like you're saying, is different.
She's different. She's more creative, and she's got more.
She's a sex symbol.
Yes.
She's a sex symbol.
It just happened. So, when we were recording that and writing it, it was at Shazzy. Yeah, we were at Shazzy's, and Shazzy said, "You're gonna be on this song, and these are the following people who are going to be on this song. Naz is gonna be there, Prez is gonna be there, Bamboo's gonna be there." And then I'm like,
what?
It's coming with some soft vibes.
And then I'm over there. I like all of this so much. Thanks. And I was like, no, you don't bring that. I want you to think about your words, and I want you to bring it. And so I just thought, I'm going to do something different, that NIKKI does it. And so I sat there and I wrote it, and I told him, this is what I'm going to say. He was like, you're going to say it? Even he was shocked.
Are you sure?
So he went outside, he smoked his I think he was just thinking, is my career going to end as a producer?
One person and we're out of business. Please.
I'm the one who spoils this one. No, but then it you cannot be next to such greatness, and everybody was told to spin their greatness.
Yeah.
And I did.
I think you did.
Oh, for sure.
You did.
I want to ask a question. My brothers, I want to ask a question, but I want to ask you another question.
Yeah.
I look at writing credits.
Yeah.
You accept you allow songwriters to write.
Yes, I do.
And that's
Yes, I
something
do.
a lot of people don't accept, or they don't acknowledge, or they don't big up. But
Right.
from the longest time ever, I remember Kolo as I remember Kolo saying, I have
Yeah, he did.
so for the longest, for even you to say like tell even Mapenzi tell it that a lot of people.
It's the truth, yeah.
Why? I explain that because a lot of people would love the help, but there's a thing about if you're an artist and you don't write for yourself, you're not as. But like I love the music you make, and I love and it still has you, and like you get help.
You get help because you've got threads of ideas, and you've also got to remember that throughout releasing a lot of this music, I also had other things running at the same time. You're trying out radio, you're going into television, but you still need to sing. For me, singing is what keeps me sane. It's my sanity check. It's that place where you reset and you get back to life. And you won't always have the right words to say. Heck, Whitney Houston never wrote her own music. Beyonce doesn't write her own music all the time. You've got to tap into other creatives, and I've had such a privilege to work with such amazing people who know how to bring songs to life. And then when we sit, it's also looking at it and saying, okay, so maybe this line doesn't quite work for me, but I'm going to sing it in a way that is going to work for me. I might change this, I'll add this, I'll take this out, I'll infuse it, or I'll stagger it differently. But you always have to acknowledge whoever's helped you with the song. There's this young lady called Xenia who's incredible. I got to meet her last year, and she helped me with just figuring out what I wanted to do, because when you say you're coming back to music, what does that mean? Because so much has changed. There's so many new players in the game, but there's a certain style that works for me, and there's a certain market that still needs to hear that. And so how do you get to these people and still stay true, but with really good sounding music? So it's being open and give everybody their props.
Because I saw like on Pole Pole, Xenia had some credits.
Xenia
on
is
there.
actually a Grammy nominated or Grammy winner.
She's amazing. We had her on the show. She's amazing.
She's written for a lot of you, and
flowers.
she's amazing.
Give them
one of her songs
now.
has to play at my wedding. Niambie is a fantastic song and makes just butterflies, bro.
She's. I mean, again, acknowledge the people who help you to express yourself in your very best way.
I don't know if you know who Waithaka is, but when he was here, he was talking about how there's not just the singing part. There's a producer behind that.
Yes, there is.
Ask people to talk about their producers, because they are the ones who sit in the studio, like mixing and mastering, doing the layering, like you're talking about.
Yeah, producers sometimes I think are unsung heroes, because once the spotlight is shining, you only see the artist. You won't even see the songwriter. You won't even see who was there mixing it and dropping this and adding a little, bass layer here so that it's And I have worked with amazing producers, from Ted Josiah, an absolutely brilliant man, to Musyoka. Musyoka is my Ella. Right before Umbrella from Rihanna, we used to call each other Ella, because he took on a sound engineering course in New York. And while he was gone, we just finished working on He Ngoma, and there was stuff that we were working on together. And while we stayed in touch, for some reason we started calling each other
I read that you did a whole album, which you were working with, and you worked with him on that production.
And it's a lot of it is still unreleased.
I think Musyoka hoards music. That's his problem.
He
does. I hear a lot of people say they recorded with Musyoka and then he doesn't release. They don't release.
I'm gonna say something. I don't know if he wants me to say it or not, but 2009, I think I was telling you.
Temperature.
Yeah, there's a song we recorded, and it's really NIKKI with extra sexy sauce.
Okay.
Like a whole turbo sauce. And the chorus was, take my temperature, take my temperature, take my temperature, I'm hot, baby, hot, baby. And it was really about, you see this guy.
Nasikia joto zaidi.
That was 2009. Yeah. So last year we have a meeting and I say, well, there's COVID and everybody's taking temperatures. So why don't we just release this song? Because I know, Nikki, it's too sexual and it's too young. And I was like, have you met me? Yeah. I'm all of the above and more. And he just rolls his eyes.
So we want to get the song or no?
I don't know. I think you all should push him.
Yeah, we tell him, yo, temperature.
Temperature.
Hashtag release temperature.
I already thought about the video and it was going to be a short nurse's skirt and little white tights up to here.
I think they just want a billboard again, Nikki.
Yeah.
They want a billboard again.
Actually, nurses actually.
See, taking temperature.
MOH guidelines.
Are you observing?
Imagine if you go to like the supermarket and Nikki's taking your temperature.
See, I lose my shit. Jaribu.
When I go to the bank, they're like, I come on, forehead.
Only when the government can get us, everyone to get vaccinated. Nikki is the nurse.
I saw that government officials are not getting vaccinated enough. So
blood temperature, Nikki.
Release temperature.
Things might change. No fifth wave, no nothing.
You know what's crazy, Nikki? As in, like, you're a lot of over the years, even until right now, you're a lot of people's crush.
People have I've got 60 messages of that's my crush.
That's my crush.
As in, I'm like, guys.
As in, like, you guys just relax.
Sure.
Like, as in, like, it's crazy how you're able to turn. It's okay.
I think I'm blushing. Yep, I'm definitely blushing.
Is there any similarities between Nikki and Sheila?
No, they're two different people.
No, they're very
then, like, there's no, like, they're two different people.
very different.
So what's the difference?
They both like the same jokes. Okay. And they have their own jokes.
Because I think when I emailed, I said, can we interview Nikki? So does Sheila bring Nikki, or like, what did they intertwine? Like, you know, like,
who responded? She was like, now an email.
Famu? No, leave this one alone. This is for Nikki.
It's too funny.
I don't know.
Like, what's the difference? Like, what's the difference between Nikki and Sheila?
Sheila is a lot more reserved. Sheila is more.
When you walked in, were you Sheila or Nikki? When you walked in,
I was Nikki.
As soon as it's already 254.
Did you see how the voice changes? I was Nikki. I'm sultry. I was Nikki.
Nikki, baby.
Sorry, man.
We said sorry. No, I was already. On the floor, you guys are too funny. I was already Nikki because, again, I knew I'm coming to talk about my music, and Sheila is supportive of Nikki. Now I sound absolutely.
There's an ambulance waiting to take you to Madara. It's taking you to Madara. Okay, we got you covered.
No, so I just knew if I'm coming to talk about my music and that journey, then this is Nikki. So this is, you get to see Nikki, you get to interact with Nikki, and if you invite me again on a different thing that Sheila does, then you get to meet Sheila. But today you're meeting
Nikki.
Miss Nikki.
Okay. I like Miss Nikki.
So what does Nikki do for fun?
What does Nikki do really? I like to sing a lot. I like to listen to a lot of music. I like art.
What medium of art?
Everything. All of it. Abstract and, just squiggles and, stick men. Like
so Nikki has an art room with unreleased. You have unreleased music and unreleased art.
No, other people's art. I like to look at.
Oh, you like to look at it, not create it.
Yeah, not create it.
Oh.
I can't. If I draw a cat and a house, they're the same thing.
I just stick figures.
My nieces, we're all in the same WhatsApp.
Someone was saying that the reason we draw stick figures is because your art skill is, we draw as in like kindergarten and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you don't continue past kindergarten,
Yeah.
your skill stays the same level as. So our skill is still the one we're using for drawing houses and our mom and dad, like before.
Mom,
Yeah.
Mom, I left you a key and threw it for you here. What does this mean? It's a key.
Nikki, you know you've been a baddie since '97. You know when I say that, a baddie.
A what?
A baddie, like a. It's like it's millennial lingo. It's new lingo.
Oh my god! I am learning.
It's like a baddie is basically a very attractive woman who holds herself. She's very confident. She's very intelligent, and she attracts a lot of attraction, basically. Not attraction.
You attract attraction.
You know, she attracts attraction in the sense of yes, there are a lot of crushes for a lot of people. Till today, you've been a sex symbol. I've been read somewhere that you've turned down 3 marriage proposals. Sometimes I'm like, Yani, she's so bad. She's so bad, Yani, like Yani, as it gets, I feel like 3 niggas are going down on their knees.
They're too scared now.
Three guys went on their knees. They're told, check you
were all really wonderful, except for one. But they were all really wonderful men.
As they're trying to secure the bag, 3 times.
You said no 3 times.
That's how bad she is.
And what was the reaction? No,
like how did she?
Of course, it's always heartbreaking to say no to someone, and even for me, it was heartbreaking.
But you don't ask if you don't know. Like if I wouldn't ask if I wasn't sure. That's weird.
It's different.
It's probably the
energy. Be able to read signs.
It's probably the energy. Like it just confuses guys. They think, she's friendly, she's nice. I want to spend the rest of my life with her. And then she goes back to Sheila. She's like, motherfucker.
Nikki is showing you the signs, but Sheila is. But then you're like, what? But then you're asking Sheila to marry you, and it's Nikki.
So Nikki comes back and says, Sheila, fix it. Fix it.
You guys are idiots.
She was like, yo.
Here's the point. She was painting before painting was.
She was a painting before painting.
Okay, I'm trying to put myself in a different scenario. I'm trying to understand. Imagine, because you know you're beautiful.
Yes.
Now it's constantly reminded to you. I feel like it's not as fun to be objectified. And I don't know. And I feel like that's. I try to. I've done the same job as a woman.
Yeah.
And even like when we walk with a girl. The attention they attract is way different. We can't understand.
Yeah.
I feel like people they think that it's nice to have that attention, but I guess they might not understand being objectified, which I don't agree with personally.
What you said is really important because it's wonderful to be beautiful, and I appreciate that God made me the way He did, and I appreciate it, but I don't use it as a weapon, as a tool, or one of those so shut up. No, it's never been like that.
Millennials call that pretty privilege.
Pretty privilege. Oh my goodness, you guys have words. I thought I had a word. No.
Pretty privilege.
That does exist, but at the same time, because you're beautiful, it's so easy for people to write you down in terms of that's all you are. You're just beautiful. That's it. And people don't see these other amazing things that you're good for, that you went back to school, that you've got a master's, that you published in the International Journal of Social Sciences. Yes, I have.
Yeah. And that's why I feel like it's dope for people to get to know about that and everything, to get to know the full picture of you and not just this is my crush. I'm like, she's your crush.
That's why she's a baddie.
She's done this and this. That's why she's like everything she's done is like.
That's why she's a baddie, not because she's just beautiful. Did you just hear that? She master.
And that's so much more. That makes you so much more attractive.
Layers.
Yeah. You see, if you're just cute and cool, but what do you want?
Yeah. But what are you bringing to the table? I work hard. I think hard. I've got integrity. I have different things going on in my life that I work on. I just don't sit there and think, oh my God, I'm so pretty. No.
I had an interview here last week, and this girl was like, when I started uploading music, it was a black screen. I didn't want them to see who I was because I wanted people to support me because they know I can sing.
Just listen to the music,
Not because they think I'm pretty or they think this. I want people to appreciate me for the talents that I have, not because of what I look like.
And it's okay. And please, let's not take that off the table. If you were given the looks, you were given the looks. You can't exactly go back to God and be like, excuse me,
Shukisha.
I'd like to return this.
I'd like to give this back. You cannot.
That's what your mama gave you.
It's to be a good steward of it, by all means. But that shouldn't be your crutch and the end all and the be all. And throughout my career, there'd be times when it was really hard, where you'd have people who you kind of look up to, and you hear them talking, and they're like, yeah, they're just pretty. That one just thinks she's just pretty, so she's getting all this stuff because she's pretty.
And that's not the
I've
case.
worked hard for it. I've worked hard for it. I mean, you've put your work in. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful, but yeah.
But you're more than beautiful.
Exactly.
As NIKKI, you've done a lot in terms of even like projects. I saw like you were signed to Pine Creek and you released albums. Like, talk about like that process. Okay, so this first song happens, but then you make a career. Like, NIKKI has a career.
Yeah.
So like, let's talk about like what has NIKKI done? Like for the world who's listening, like, what's up?
NIKKI.
For the white guy in Denmark in his mom's.
There's a guy. This guy's in Nevada, Finland, and Beijing listening.
Finland is beautiful.
Yeah. So for the guy in
I sat in
Helsinki.
their airport once.
For the guy in Helsinki, it's beautiful outside in the airport.
You got a pair of Ray-Bans. That was nice.
So for the guy in Helsinki in his mom's basement, listening to you right now.
How do you know this?
Thank you. No, just
you need to see her. Actually, you can hear her, but you also like
check our Instagram.
She's the whole package.
Check our Instagram. You'll try and see.
Tell us about NIKKI. So we did Mapenzi Tele.
Yeah.
We did the commercial for Super Love.
Yes. Then there was a project for World Space when they were launching. It was this digital radio.
Okay.
Again, the future had begun, but then it took its time to get to where you guys are. But there was this provider that had access to different stations where you could listen anywhere in Kenya, and for instance, Kiss
During
back in the year
dial-up?
2000. No, it was a satellite.
Okay.
Yeah. So then there was that project which also had Kawesa from Uganda. He was also part of it. And then there was a project that was commissioned by the United Nations Environmental Program, which was East and Southern Africa's first enhanced CD. It was a project about cleaning up Nairobi River.
Okay.
So it was a song project and a video, and then we made a CD, and it was launched at the United Nations Environmental Program, and the song was played, and the video was put on all the UN platforms across the world. And I was on that project. I co-wrote that song. Atemi was on that as well. And then it was while having an interview about that project with Caroline Mutoko that the people who were starting up Radio Africa, KISS, heard me on the interview and asked Caroline, call her.
Arudi. Mwambia basifungue gate. Basifungue gate. Arudi haraka. Tafadhali.
At that time, had radio even crossed your mind at all?
No.
Had you ever thought of it?
I was, here's my music, play it, and then you're in the supermarket shopping and you're like, yes, that's me. And you feel really special when you listen to yourself, on radio, but then there was now a proper radio career in the offing. And then the music, there was also a girl child program, animated program that Bruce Odhiambo was working on, and so I lent my voice to that as well. And it was another UN-sponsored project called Sarah, and I was on that as well. And then came, of course, radio, which meant now you're on this side of the music as opposed to being on that side of the music.
But I feel like that's
an advantage.
Your energy and who you are as a person, I feel like it was obvious. Maybe not to you, but like if you walked into the studio and you were the way you are, I would be like, that's someone. Like, I feel like that's just who you are.
It's electrifying, really. Okay. He's looking at me like, shit, not just say that.
The reason I'm smiling is because he does that. Sometimes we'll have like people just come visit us, and then we'll be sitting here and talking, and he just turns on all the mics, and then we continue the conversation going. I'm like, because you have your good range, your energy brings something.
You should always bring something out. You should make somebody feel so good about listening.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily because you cracked the funniest jokes. It was you spoke your truth and you had a blast.
And people can relate to that authenticity. I feel like if you're not authentic, it's very easy.
It's very easy to tell.
And that's one of the biggest things that nobody's taught a lot of people on radio now, because they're all trying to sound like everybody else. lights and trying to be like what already has been, that they've forgotten about that thing, authenticity.
Do you know what's special about you? That you're you. You walked in, you didn't try to fit into you were you, and just being you is enough. And I feel more people need to understand that being you is enough, because
it's enough.
We're having fun, we're having great conversation, and just you being you and us just being us. You know, fun.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's important.
Yeah, keep it real. Yo. That's the end of my rap career.
How did you get into Tusker Project fame?
Quite accidentally, really. But good Lord, don't laugh like that.
Because more people saw you on TV now. Every Sunday.
You know, I wasn't even. There were auditions that were held. I was working at Nation FM at that time, and Phil Matthews was my boss. Really awesome man. And before that, there were auditions for Weather Girl at Nation. And he found
oh my God, Weather Girls in America will drive you crazy. Like, you wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock.
Sorry, I just pictured Sheila.
What is the
weather? I just pictured Sheila saying, and the Met Department tells us.
As a man, I do not care what the weather is, because girls want to know the weather.
That's
so
what
they can
wear.
Where 6 o'clock in the morning, Dallas. I'm like, it's going to be raining. Wow.
Do you remember the one that trended?
Yeah.
The Nigerian one. Bro, I was in Dallas at the time and she was on TV. I was like, God damn.
I think the TV did us a favor because it would kungewaka moto.
No, but Phil found me just minutes before it started and he said, this is not why you came to Nation. Get back to the studio. And I put the notes down and I went back to the radio studio. And then I told him when I was I had done some work for Studio 53.
Okay.
So I was already doing.
That's when they were doing Mnet stuff early on.
Yes, Mnet, and then there was Big Brother. So I was the Kenyan field reporter. So you go to all these people's houses, their families, you interview them. How do you think your son's doing? Are you happy with his progress? That kind of thing. And then, so I do this interview with Farid Kimani about what do you call it? It was Kenyan music.
Okay.
So that's how the Mnet job came, because the producer said she can do it. Farid, you're going away, so she's going to take over, and that's that. So again, there was this whole audition, and everybody who came in, sorry, not sorry. If something is yours, it's yours.
It is.
But with Tusker Project Fame was different because there were auditions over a period of time, and I was called for 1 or 2, and I went, but I never got to hear back from them. And then one Sunday, there's this show.
What's up with you and Sundays?
I know.
Sundays must be a good thing.
She's blessed. I have a charge in the morning and then change my life in the afternoon.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
My God.
So another Sunday afternoon.
And then it was an evening now, because the first show was in the evening, like the gala show, the opening gala. And so we're all sitting in the house and we're watching and there's Gaetano and the hostess at the time, and we watched the show and we're like, oh, okay, cool. Monday morning, 9:30 in the morning. Hi.
Sheila.
My name is, we'd like you to come over here. So at the time, the house was in Muthaika.
Yeah.
And so I was asked to go there, and they say, we want you to try out for some auditions. So I say, for what? Because I'm reading the script and
you went to Muthaika without asking questions?
Yeah, because
Who
they
does
said,
that?
no, they said, come, we're calling you from Endemol, and we want you to read a few lines, for us. And so I go. And they say, okay, so read this. So I asked, is this the presenter job? Everyone is quiet. So I say, okay, fine. So what do you want me to do? Okay, stand here. Then from here, you'll read these lines. Then after that, face this camera and read these lines. And then after that, face this camera. And then, So you sit, you sort of memorize them a little bit. And then you audition. La, 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 la. Again, da, 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 da. Move a little bit. Da, 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 da.
As with energy, am I just...
No, just
as you're told.
As you're told. So you like personalize it, make it your own. So you can only do so much with a clipboard and stuff. So you're like, da da, and then imagine the contestant. So they said it was supposed to be for a field reporter, but then I was wondering, but why am I reading the good evening, East Africa, welcome?
You're such vibes.
I laugh. And so then I finish, and so I say, so what does this mean? And they say, nothing. okay, we'll get back to you. So I go to work because my shift was
You
in
have
the
a job.
afternoon. And so as I'm on air, my phone is ringing. I'm like, hello, I'm on air. Can I call you when I finish at 7? Okay, we'll call you.
We'll call
7
you.
for 1. Hi. Yes. We need you to come in on Saturday. You are going to present this show with Gaetano. And here's the catch. On Saturday, you'll have to present the show alone because Gaetano cannot be in Kenya.
Kwa nini? Anyway.
So he was also
yeah.
doing, work for the Mnet in
Okay.
South Africa. So he wasn't going to be there. So my first solo flight on Tusker Project Fame, I was solo bolo. I'd never done live TV, never done nothing. And that Saturday, we started rehearsals. They picked me up at 6. So from 7, it was here, blocking this camera. This contestant will come in here. It was a whole day of rehearsals. In the evening, when the song comes on,
were you nervous?
Of
Sorry,
course.
because you never did.
I don't think. Yeah, sometimes I feel like.
Do you get
nervous?
How do you feel in that moment?
Always. My heart used to be here. I used to look like a bullfrog. Like my heart would be beating from over here, my throat. And then the directors, everything died. So the director couldn't communicate with me. The comms died, literally.
So you're flying
So
blind.
I was flying blind, but relying on what
On
we
live
rehearsed
TV.
during the day. When we finished the show, it was, like 45, 50-minute show. The director had tears in his eyes. It was an old Muzungu man. He came and wrapped me up in this big hug. He was like, I've never seen anything like this. You've never done live TV before. I said, no. You couldn't hear me, but you remembered. So they were now following my cues, and I was remembering the script that we rehearsed.
But Sheila, you can't be so lucky. Your first times are so. At the
so-
first time you make.
What madness is that? Like no BGBs. Like you didn't go to the BGB stage. It's my penzi tele. That's crazy.
I tell you, it's God, and when He's gonna put you where you should be,
Yeah.
there's absolutely nothing you won't do.
Amen.
Whether you've
Amen.
known how to do it, whether you've learned how to do it, you'll still do it. But it's simply a placement. I love God so much. I'm not gonna be that person you find with the Bible saying mutachomwa,
Yeah.
mutachomeka forever. But I'm gonna be the person who says there is a God, and He puts you where you should be. And when you're where you should be, what takes people years to do happens in an instant because you're where you should be.
So a long time ago, I used to make music.
Yeah.
And when I used to make music, Provoke was a producer.
Wowzer.
And Provoke would sit there, and today I try to do what he used to do.
Yeah.
He used to go and find Msioka songs that he produced for you that are on YouTube, but you can't find them as easy. This songs, it's not easy to find NIKKI music because it's not put in. Like how these days, the kids these days are so much easier because you go on social media, the streaming platforms, everything is there.
Link in bio.
Yeah.
Everything.
Ta-da.
Now
Yeah.
you see, for the older artists, it's harder because you have to go find music in holes.
Yes.
It's
Pockets
hidden,
and pockets.
and that for the longest time I've spent a lot of time going dig and find music.
Yeah.
But like, I love where Kenyan music is right now.
Yeah.
I'm in love with Kenyan music. I'm a fan of your music. When I tell you I know feeling it, it's because I can think of NIKKI and I think of songs. I think of Pole Pole. I think so. I guess I want to know for you. You said that making music is your release. It's your therapy.
It is.
But the genuine question is why the comeback? Because
Yeah.
it's been a long time you're making, but like, why is it important for you to make music and even release it to do it properly? Because you don't have anything to prove.
No.
But why the comeback?
Why do I want to do it?
Yeah.
Again, when you've been put in a certain place, and I was speaking to King Kaka just before he came in. Kaka wrote the words to this in seconds as I was still recording.
For searching.
Yeah,
Yes.
he wrote the words for it right then, right there. And I asked him, why are you on this song? And he was like, do you know who you are? Because I think you forgot. And it's a function of when you have so much on your plate and you're doing so many things and you're trying so many things and you forget. We all forget who we are. And I realized my first love has always been music. And why am I not singing? Did the voice go? No, it's still here.
Yeah.
So then what's the problem? I don't know. Can we sing again? Yes, we can. Who's believing in you enough to say, I'm going to birth these ideas that you have into song. Provoke was right there.
Yeah.
And Kaka said, you have to sing. You owe it not to yourself now, because you've done what you need to do with your music. But there are people who need this music to find the freedom to express themselves and to go for it. Because if you're doing it, then there's absolutely no reason that they shouldn't. But if you diminish yourself and remove yourself from a platform that you're supposed to be on, it's also closing doors to others and saying, there's no space for you. Let it be.
I love the record Searching because Nairobi is cold right now. And anybody with a sane mind needs to find someone. But also, it's we're getting into the summer vibe where it's like, you want. But I have an issue with searching.
Okay.
Not the song, but looking for love. Because in my experience, if I've ever fallen in love, the times I've been blessed enough to fall in love, it happens.
Yeah.
You don't, the girl I'm in love with,
force it.
So if I'm searching for it, I can't find it, my opinion.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you're just doing you, it patters, it patters you.
Hi, how are you? Yes. I have arrived. Oh, you're not expecting me?
But I feel like every time I'm looking, I'm like, hi, I would date me, I'm such a great guy. They're like, excuse me?
Okay, so I get what you're saying.
I love the record because I'm in that space. I get the space.
Yeah.
I love even how Kaka comes and is like, yo, it's easy and akatia dem. And I'm English box and I'm like vila tamtunza.
Yes.
But like
for you and truthfully, I'm with you on that one. You never know where love's gonna find you. It really is that lightning bolt and it burns a few things here and there. Yeah, okay, you did just say that. But yes, but again, I think for me, searching is also as an affirmation to being purposeful about this person that you want to find. Sierra's always told us about how she prayed for Russell and she got exactly what she was looking for.
But she had to go through.
But she had to go through the future to get to the past and find something that will last.
It will definitely. This one will last. I saw them praying. I'm like, I love it. But like,
for me, searching really was about the intention of saying, you're now at a place where you know who you are and what you want. It's not looking for someone to complete you because you no. And it's not looking for someone to carry you. You're looking for someone who is intellectually your equal. You're looking for someone who matches where you're going, your drive for your future, your plans for yourself, for the world. You're beyond, you're gonna take me out every Friday? No. We're gonna make a family one day? No. Because again, families can also just be two people. It's a song that's about intention. It's someone who gets you. It's not Prince Charming, Romeo, Juliet, come I save you and maybe.
It's being in sync.
It's being in sync. It's that person who you don't even have to fuss and fight with. But I told you. How many times I gotta tell you?
I was walking and I saw some guy in the car with his girlfriend. He looked so stressed out. I'm like, I feel you, bro. You look so miserable to be with this person. I'm like, I wish you could. If you look like you want to get out of the car and just leave, just walk away.
Should I call you an Uber, sir?
Exactly. So again, searching.
Because I feel like you should be with someone who makes you just. It's not stressful.
Yeah, and again here, no, it's not someone who will make you happy. No.
Okay. Because you're supposed to make yourself happy. It's your responsibility to make yourself happy.
It's your responsibility. If you're with someone who's upset all the time,
yeah, they'll bring their makasirikos for you.
They're bringing them to you and say, let me know, make you happy. You will die out.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So it's just, it's intention and purpose and just saying, let me be in this space where this is what I'm throwing out to the universe.
Okay.
And this is what I know I want.
Okay.
And if it happens, well and great.
C'est la vie.
Yeah. But I'm not going to be sitting here looking at emails, DMs. Who has found me today?
Decline, accept.
No. Swipe left. Swipe.
But like, okay, this is, I don't know, but like a normal person in this day and age would get a Tinder. you can't go get a Tinder.
No, I can't.
Because when you search, because
Nikki can get a Tinder.
There's fishes.
Nikki can
There's
get
so
a Tinder.
many fishes.
Nikki should give it Nikki. Just don't put Sheila, put Nikki.
But Nikki's temporary. You see, when you're told there's so many fishes, the person is there, but like,
yeah,
it's not. You can't just go.
No, I can't.
I guess how does the searching work?
Well, it doesn't for me. You can't put yourself out there like that. So sometimes it's friends who'll introduce you to friends. Yeah. Or again, you meet so many interesting people in Nairobi. Pre-COVID, you'd be out somewhere, someone would send you a nice drink.
But do they like you for who you are? Like, how do you know that they like you?
And you see, for me, then that becomes very difficult, and that's the price of being NIKKI or being Sheila, is that anytime you are interacting with anyone, the first thing you're thinking is they see that personality. Yeah. Do they know who am I? Yeah. Who laughs at her own jokes and thinks she's very funny? And do they know that I actually like to walk around the house in socks all the time, even when the sun is out? I mean, I have my own peccadillos, like everybody does. Mm-hmm. You wonder, can they separate the two? I remember dating this guy who couldn't, because when he'd call me on the phone, he was, "Hi, how's Sheila today?"
What?
"She's fine." "Good. Where would Sheila like to go for dinner today?" Let me ask her. "Sheila, what do you want to do for dinner today?" "I don't know. Maybe Chinese." "Maybe Chinese." "Okay, so Sheila wants Chinese." "Sheila, are you sure about that?" "Yes." "Yes." "Okay, then I will pick Sheila at 8. "Okay, Sheila, be ready at 8. 8:30. 8:30. "Okay, fine." I mean,
how long did that last?
A week.
Okay, makes sense.
I mean,
because I feel like now that is someone who's dating you, and instead of both of you being on the same line, now you're on a pedestal.
But then here's the crazy thing. I bumped into him at Sarit Center, and he was with his son, and he's like, "Sheila, meet my son." So I was like, "Hello, son. So nice to meet both of you."
Even the kid didn't have a name.
So I was like, "Poor child. Poor son."
Poor son.
So
we're talking about it in therapy. Do you know one time Daddy introduced me as son to his friend Sheila?
Yes, the one that Sheila was going to be picked up at 8:30. Oh my gosh, this Mcheko is for real.
I have a crazy question.
Sure.
Pole Pole, you kind of come back 2020, because according to the world, the comeback started in 2020. According to what is on the internet.
Oh right. Well, there was something in 20.
Feeling Good. When did Feeling Good come out?
Yes, that I think was 2014. That was 2014.
Okay.
Or 2013, 2014. Then there was a song with Kidum, Hali na Mali in 20. When was that? 2015 maybe.
Okay.
But so then there was a big block of time now, figuring out.
Which is where you're busy, so we understand like you're wearing different hats.
Yeah.
And
you're not just now in socks.
No.
Waiting to be picked up at 8:30.
Last year, there was nowhere to go. I think I almost started stitching socks myself.
Can you stitch?
No.
We learned. Everyone learned how to do something, but she was making. Did you make banana bread?
No.
Okay, good.
No. No. But I drank a lot.
Where do you take this energy? Like, because it's. I think you're the perfect entertainer because you're just naturally this way. So it's like, as much as you're not normal, and it's okay not to be normal. It's okay not to be normal.
You're unique. Let's say you're unique.
But like, I guess like, where do this is who you are. I feel like you're not turning on a switch on and off.
No, this is me. This is it. And I'll get home because my mom's at my place for a sleepover today.
Aww.
And we'll continue. It
Okay.
will be like,
and is she just like you, or?
She's even worse.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Get this from my mom.
I feel like we can't help it. Like there's things about your parents you just
And then
you can
you
try
have
and
these
learn.
people.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you'd do you right now, because the years are coming where you'll start looking at yourself in the mirror, you'll see your dad or your mom, like you literally begin to fade away. And
they mold you though, but they do it slowly, where it's like your parents, they dress you in a certain way, or they teach you. I can see like that's my parent, like that's their influence on you.
And you will start liking the foods that they used to like. You slowly morph into these people.
Yes, and the worst part is that you can't even look like them sometimes.
For me, my face is gone. This is Mama. And I got my face back. There's like, it's a nice face, though.
It is a nice face. You said there's more music coming.
Yes.
And we said a lot of artists come and say, "Oh, we'll do this," and then we don't see it. And I know life happens. It's hard to be a musician. It's hard to put out videos. It's hard to be in the studio. But like, you have a plan.
I have a plan.
Can you share the plan with the world?
I want to get a song out every month. I'm not kidding about this one. So August.
If it doesn't drop.
You call me now. Okay. You know you got.
I'll email you.
You know, but we artists who promise things like this, we tell them if you don't, we'll come. We lock you in our in-house studio
until
you finish a song. Release it. You can go back home.
Then go home. No, it will come because we worked on. Do you remember when Deuce It happened?
Yes, it's a long
Around the 2 weeks before that, up until that day of Deuce It itself, we were in my house, in my office, and Provoke had set up shop in there. And we had a studio in there and we worked on skeletons. Mutoria was there almost every day.
Shout out Mutoria.
We had... he's so cool. And we had Fadili in there as well.
Yeah, we had Fadili on the show. He's so amazing. So amazing.
Is talent with talent.
Yes.
And we just worked on a lot of songs.
Okay.
And I just thought, I don't want to be looking at stuff the same way I was looking back at stuff with Musyoka and saying, but why didn't we release this?
True.
So I want everything to come out. It's gonna be a marathon.
So the plan is to, what's the plan?
A song every month.
And
until they finish.
Until they finish.
Okay.
And then I start with Musyoka's.
Will Musyoka let you?
Yes.
Free temperature. Free temperature.
Kama ni pesa sema ni ngapi?
Free temperature.
We're going to the streets. August
temperature.
August 27th. Huko barabani. Tuenda huko.
CNN for COVID reasons. Meanwhile, it's a song you're asking for.
If Raila is getting allowed to,
if they can have political rallies, we can go protest Musyoka holding.
No, we will get it out.
Okay.
We will get it out because.
What's the music sound like? Like, what can people
look?
It
was ahead of it.
What can people? The one that the songs you're going to be releasing. What does it sound like? What can people look forward to?
The songs that will. I've always wanted to make music that 10 years from today you can still listen to it, and it takes you back to, oh my gosh, I remember when this was happening and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. It's going to be music that remains timeless, music that you can sing along. You know, I might say yes another time or two, you never know, but I won't promise. But in case it shows up, yeah, deal.
You don't hold accountable.
It's not my fault.
You don't hold accountable for Nikki's decisions.
The producer, not I, said the cat. So it's timeless music. It's good music. It's music you can be happy to say I'm Kenyan music.
Wow.
Yeah.
Music Isabella will be singing.
Yes, Bella. Angelina was calling me just now.
Oh, she's probably listening.
I hope she is.
Yes.
Hi Bella, hi Lena.
I want to ask you, maybe my final question.
Okay.
I want to know, can we get the old music on streaming platforms? I guess that's the only thing. I'd love for people to hear your whole catalog because, like I told you, it's really hard to find Kenyan music.
Yeah.
So when we say we're interviewing NIKKI, I want people to go and find NIKKI music and hear all of it because they'll hear NIKKI and they'll go try to find it, but they won't find all of the music we grew up to on radio.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do you justice.
They can hear it on Radio 254.
I guess
which goes back to things people don't like to talk about. Who owns you those masters?
There's a problem. Well, the Kenyan, the first chapter, and Kenyan, the second chapter belong to Ted.
Okay.
Yes. So a lot of that really is, you know, I can't touch those. And anyway, like I said, I didn't write those songs, so I can't lay claim to them. And so until they're up online in whichever platforms that he chooses to share those on, then so be it. There's I'm in the middle of something with Pine Creek because
a lot of that
because a lot of that is there because there was no contract, but there was an album that was done. And the funding for that, there's always been back and forth about that particular album because there were 2 songs that were really huge from that album, and one of the songs quite literally financed that whole project.
I think
So
Hingoma
my
was one
question-
of those.
In Niwewako, because there was a
Okay.
bank that actually used that song without permission. And so there was a settlement that was made, and that settlement went towards producing that album. So we're still, fixing and working on that.
Okay.
But with what's coming up now, because I always like to think you can never look as an artist at yourself and think that your best songs have already been done.
Of course.
As an artist, you always have to say your best songs are coming. As an actress, your best movie role is coming. As a producer, your best hit is coming. You can never rest on what was, build on what's coming, because there's always something coming. If there's one thing this industry and just being here has taught me is look ahead, something is coming. There's always something that's coming. So what I'm going to be releasing now is definitely stuff that you can find. Even searching is going to be on all these platforms pretty soon. On Apple, you can find that. Even Poly on all these.
Because there's so many
streaming
playlists
services.
now
Yeah.
where people add your songs to playlists and people
Yeah.
over the world get to hear it. But
And
you
then they
see,
can hear it,
streaming allows us to grow this Kenyan music thing because
True.
people can hear it. Because I don't know, I'd like to know when you look at us, for example, as a radio station,
Yeah.
we play only Kenyan music.
And I love
and,
that.
and it makes sense, but to a lot of people, I guess, for you who's been in the industry for as long as you've been, when you see a radio station people think we're crazy. I've gone to the older people, they're like,
They don't-
what you guys, they think we're mad.
Yeah, I can.
But from someone like your perspective, what do you think of what we're doing, how we're doing it? Does
I
it make
think-
sense?
Yes, a lot of sense. The future is online. When my job ended at Nation, I looked at social media and I didn't understand it. And that's the thing, the older generation, a lot of people who are in influential and in decision-making positions didn't have streaming services. So when you talk about streaming, what does that even mean? And even the most switched on amongst us, they're not here engaging online here.
Yeah.
And just the fact that someone is on WhatsApp is not enough. It's not
But they
enough.
think it's techie.
They think it's
Yeah.
techie.
Yeah.
NCSK used to make people go to them, give them the masters, so they upload it on the streaming sites. So the revenue goes to NCSK first.
I don't even
before
want to talk about,
Oh.
because,
Sorry.
well, I think I just blew a nerve somewhere.
Sorry.
But and it's just a lack of understanding. But just because people don't understand doesn't mean you stop doing what you do. In fact, you scale up. In fact, you say, not only are we just going to do this, we're also going to start getting videos out. We're going to start packaging our interviews and we put them here so you can push this. Because I've always felt like I'm always on the cusp of new things as they happen as an artist. And what you're doing is a new thing. It's a new approach to a very basic thing. Play your own music, grow your own industry. That was the challenge for us in 1997, to the point where Tanzania was asking, how do we make women's music play more on our stations? Ted did an interview, and I didn't know this, but at the time, the Races came about and the JDs because there was a NIKKI.
Yeah.
And he ended up going there with Clouds FM to produce and teach them what to do. Ambrose ended up moving to TZ and changing. Look at where Tanzania music is now. We're only trying to play catch up, but we don't have to.
Yeah.
And music isn't just about I got drunk and I had a girl and I had sex.
But Nikki, have you had Pombe Sigara?
There's some really great songs.
That song is crazy.
It's great, but then I think that the heart of that soul is there's more.
Yeah.
But as an artist, you also have a moral obligation to your nation. That can't be
all you represent.
That can be all you represent. And I get it. You're the generation of views and yes.
Likes and clicks.
But what's the point of views and likes and clicks and you still don't have a car or you still can't pay the rent, or you still can't fund a big budget this or a big budget that, you still can't say, I'm going to fly in a videographer from South Africa for my next video. What's the point of 1 million likes if you're always still churning out the same sound? If everything still stays the same. We came in 97 and changed things.
Because you guys were different. And I think you have to be different to stand out.
Yeah, and it's also saying likes and clicks and things, great. But there's something far bigger. We're playing to a global stage now. What does that stage look like? Today I was listening to something on Apple Music, and I think of all the songs I heard, there was only one Kenyan song. And when I think about all the other songs that I was listening to, I was like, nah, come on. We can do more.
When COVID happened, I don't know if you know who Elsa Majimbo is, but we got Elsa Majimbo.
Yeah.
And for me, what's been really tugging at my heart is Elsa, from right here, is good enough for the world, for Forbes, for Vogue. Meaning, even this music that we have is good enough for Grammys. The same way Burna Boy is good. We just need the world to take a look at it, because the music is good enough, the content, who we are is good enough.
Good content.
Yeah.
But in the same light, there's also a lot of rubbish.
True.
Let's not overlook that. And I'm not slamming anybody here. Anybody who's churning out good music, you know you're churning out good music. Then there are those who are just for
the clout.
For the vibes.
What?
But how do we encourage or police without bashing? Because as Kenyans, we do a very good job of hating or shitting on each other.
So
that's what we're good for.
Do it.
Mess up one time, it's over. But like, how do we say, okay, this is not good enough, because constructively.
Okay, constructively is simply saying to an artist, I bought your last album. It boils down to buying. You don't buy rubbish for your house, do you? Nobody ever has.
No, you take out rubbish out of your house.
Thank you. So it's just simply saying that's how best you communicate what you feel and how you grow your industry, because you buy it, you support it, you spend money on it. Don't tell me, oh, that's a nice song. You've done nothing for me. Don't tell me
if you
I
have a hit
watched
song
your
in Kenya,
video.
you don't have anything.
You still don't have anything. Don't tell me that's such a nice song. Buy it. Did you go to a streaming platform? Did you request it? Did you call someone? Did you do something
Let's
that
support
actually
each other.
translates to money for the artist? The more you do that for the artists who you feel are doing justice to the industry, the better the music gets. But you're only going to end up with rubbish because, okay, this song has like 1 million likes, so this must be a nice song. So again, you're lying to the artist, because if you can't put your money where your artist is, then you're lying. It's a lie. We're just here entertaining each other. Nice times. It's mchele.
It's funny
One of us
because
is waking up with a really bad hangover tomorrow and broke.
the funny part is, and I'm taking it somewhere where it's weird, but like Amapiano, for example, is really popular right now. People will go to Amapiano concerts, pay 2,000 bob, and drink all of the gin in the world. But God forbid you tell them, come see Nameless, Red Sun, and Waire, pay 500. They won't even pay that 500. But so if we can support in the sense of pay for the concerts, buy the music, support the march, because we want Waire to be in a car. So it's not being raided outside feeling bad. So because we can't do that.
We need to get to that place, and I pray that this pandemic ends sooner, because we'll all be looking to live again. We'll all be looking to interact with each other again. And when you see those events where local artists are going to be, support them. And don't support what you don't believe in, because that's the other thing about music. That's the other thing that's real about music. Something that moves you. I mean, we've got CDs. I don't know if you guys, I've got CDs. I used to, because living in Kenya, you can't buy music CDs. It's too expensive. So when I travel to the UK, you go to HMV and you spend a fortune. You can even spend a whole day browsing different sections for CDs, and you come back with them. You're not going to buy stuff you don't like.
Because it costs money. Why would you spend 1,000 bob?
Why would you spend that? So it's the same principle again. It's saying, if Kenyan music is going to have a fighting chance globally, it's simply because we're not just lip servicing our artists and saying, hey, cheers, you're great. It's saying, I have your music at home. I have downloaded it on Apple.
Yeah.
Enough of my people have downloaded it such that these Apple people are looking and thinking, there's a song here. We don't even know how to pronounce this artist's name.
Because we jump to
But
music, we
need
don't
to-
know the words or the language.
Yes, we need to get to that point of honesty with ourselves. And then in doing that, even the way we approach artists, the way we approach this, we've got a CBC thing that's saying kids can become singers.
Yeah.
How are we going to lie to kids when they can't sing?
Yeah.
And because again, not every kid is going to be the next Beyonce
That's
or
true.
the next Sauti Soul. CBC is where we're going to now churn out another professional batch of kids who think they can sing, but then we're the ones who are saying, yes, you can sing, but nobody's buying. And there's nothing else these children will be able to do because that's all they studied for how many years?
Because back to what we were saying earlier, when you thought, okay, let me go make money,
Mm-hmm.
I don't, even as much as we're doing better as a Kenyan industry, I don't think you can go into music, Kenyan music, you don't go into music in Kenya to make money.
No,
Because
you
there's no examples of people who've
No,
made money.
I mean, do you remember when you just mentioned a certain organization, which we will not mention again?
Mhm.
An established artist got a check for 1,900 bob
Yeah.
after a year of his music playing.
Do you know how much studio time is?
That can't even be the cab fee
Yeah.
to get to the studio.
Nairobi right now, you leave the house 1,000 bob. It costs 1,000 bob to leave the house. To
breathe. You leave the house and you breathe.
But if we get to that point as a nation, as a conscience, as a people, back in 1997, people were buying CDs, and CDs were hella expensive then.
But
When
people were
it
even
came
buying
to
records
shows-
back in the 70s and the 80s.
Exactly.
A lot.
When we used to have those shows, there was this concert, Benson and Hedges, at
Yes.
the Carnivore. I think there were almost 10,000 people.
Yes.
It was the biggest audience I've ever performed to in my life to date. But people paid ticket fees to get in
Yeah.
there. 10,000 Kenyans can come in and watch other Kenyans perform.
That'd be so. Imagine you said, come to a stadium, just Kenya.
10,000?
Yes.
But now even your friends will be like, can you comp me some tickets?
Ah.
Can you
Yeah, give me
can
some
you comp me
freebies.
5 tickets? I'll come
It's
with my
looking for
friend.
free.
Bro,
So
you say you support my craft, but you're not willing to
Yeah.
invest in it.
we need to move away from free, and especially with people in the creative industry. But if someone is worth their money, if they tell you my tickets are 5Gs, please don't ask for free tickets, and please pay and buy someone else a
Yeah.
ticket, because that's the only way the music is going to get better. That's the only way the performances are going to get better, and that's the only way that the world begins to look at Kenyan music from a different. Come on, what do you think it took for Tanzania to get where it is?
A lot.
Kenyans.
It started with
Into
Kenyans.
Kenyans, you know why?
Yeah.
Because like Diamond.
Sorry. Diamond's most I saw the other day the streams from his music, the most streams are not from Tanzania, they're from Kenya.
So now why are we not streaming?
We're a good market. Even Nigerian artists,
Yeah.
they advertise. You know, like you can promote. They can probably promote specifically to reach Kenyan audiences because we're
Because they know we'll
we
pay
accept
to see
accept
them.
different.
And
things.
we pay.
yeah.
And Kenyans do have money.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just say it for what it is. You sit in traffic.
Bentley trucks
How are
every
you
day.
seeing whizzing past
Just-
you when
just.
things are moving? So again, it's also saying, if Kenyans can stream all these artists and we can pay all this money, then as
Because we'll pay
artists,
10K for
let's begin
Wizkid.
to get serious about putting together the music. It can't just be 1, 2, 3, 4. I came in through their door.
Yeah.
Let's put in that extra into how it sounds, how it looks, how it's packaged. It's art. It's not easy. Nobody's going to give it to you on a platter. But then the fruits of it are going to be worth it. Because then when you tell somebody, you have to buy this or you have to download this, you can't just be copying this and just no. If you tell me the value of this thing and I see it, I will buy it.
Yeah.
I bought Elani CD. I got most of the Sauti Soul ones before now, where you can now get your playlists and things. Supporting artists that you think, I like what this sounds like.
Because it even your experience, it changes your experience. Because you just mentioned Elani, when they had that first album, they had
That's the one.
they had that
Think
first
about
concert at
3
Allianz.
copies.
They had that first concert at Allianz.
Yeah.
I made my mom. I was like, we have to go to this
You have to
concert.
go.
We went. We
There
paid
you go.
entrance. They had the CD thing.
Yeah.
Sauti Soul sat behind us because we were all there to support this band.
Support. And when you start putting money, if you look at the groups that people put money behind, there is a difference.
Yeah.
Look at Sauti Soul. People bought those albums. I've got some of them. In fact, I think all the first CDs
I have one,
that they
though.
have. Soul Philosophia still remains my favorite.
You said something that many people don't know.
Yeah.
People put money. A lot of people don't understand. Kamula, a lot of money was put behind them through MTech and IK. People don't understand that it takes money. I can't blame these artists because they don't have money. The people with the money is the corporates.
Yeah.
How do we sell Kenya to the point where corporates believe in, let's invest in this artist? Like, you know, like, because it's not, how do we put money in this? How do we get investment?
How do you get Again, living in a digital age means there's access to information. As an artist, you can no longer claim ignorance. You can't say, but you know, mine is just the art, the creativity of it. Mine is for writing the lyrics and singing the songs, BGV. No, you can't say that. It's about saying, it's also knowing whether you're going to sing, whether you're not going to sing. That stuff has to be marketed. If you're still being told as an artist today that your song has to be marketed, then you're in the wrong profession.
But there's people who want to just do the singing and not the other part.
Because a lot that goes into it. It's not just what you see.
If you don't want to do that, it's about now looking for people who are doing that which you don't want to do. It's saying, I'm an artist.
And then you can't, but you won't be able to beat the other guy who's going to beat all of it.
And again, you're not here to compete. You're here to put yourself on the map. You're here to be different. And it's saying, you know, when I approached David, I knew I'm not going to manage myself. I knew David was the manager.
Okay.
I knew he was managing Heartstone. I could already tell in 1997, Heartstone, with all his brilliance, is not managing his affairs. There's someone else who's doing
There's a guy who's getting him those things that...
Those and because I don't know what that means, I'm going to align with this person, because then that means when there's gigs and things, I'm going to get some work. I'm going to be marketed. If you can't do those things, and you need the benefit of time to learn those things, align with people who are out there doing it. And you don't have to say, I'm selling my soul to the devil. You can work on shares. You can work on percentages.
Yeah, read what you're signing.
Read what you're signing. Don't just let someone buy you 5 drinks and tell you you're going to be the next Whitney Houston and you sign. Meanwhile, you're going to be singing until you're 85 and your kids after you until they're 85. So you've got to... it's your career, it's your music, it's your life, it's your creativity. Because I'll tell you, music can be so heartwarming, but it can also be soul crushing. I had videos which I recorded with certain, video people that were botched. That was one was flat out delayed because that record label was breaking a new female artist, and they didn't want my video to come out before her video. There's a whole lot of crap that's happened to me in this music industry that I've never really talked about, and it can break you, and it can make you just stop. I know people who stopped and have never looked at music again, but I love music and I didn't want to stop at all. And so as a new artist, as an established artist, whatever you are not so strong with and you feel you might struggle with that and be taken advantage of, find a strength. Find somebody who can be that strength for you on that front. But don't give up on your creativity unless you're done.
So a lot of people would love to work with NIKKI as like a dream. But like, I guess, does NIKKI have any dream Kenyan artists like you haven't worked with that you would love to work with? Like, who haven't you worked? Like, that would be like for like the dream for you.
As in Hall of Famer. So like, it's a very hard question.
People would love to work with you, but like, who would you love to work with?
Yeah.
That you haven't worked with already.
Who would I love to work with? Oh my gosh, that's a hard one because there's so many amazing singers.
You work with a lot of rappers.
Yes.
Weirdly. From Kalamashaka to...
Do you know, tell him who you worked with? Fire Festival guy?
Mother Inc. Those are rappers signed to Mother Inc. You had him on an album.
Scars.
Yes.
I'm going to get that for you so you can listen to that. I promise I'm going to sign it and I'll send that to you. Twisted Straight. I'm definitely going to send that to you. Someone who Kenyan that I would love to work with.
It's not happened yet.
It's not happened yet. Who would that be?
Because I'm a believer, like, life is for the living. Like, I want to check off the things I you know, like this, what I don't want to do. I don't want to be I wish I did that. Like, is there someone you like, that's one thing I want to do.
I actually want to do a song with Bamboo. Because in as much as we were on Chapa, but from back in the day, it was always one of those things that I would really like to do something with Bamboo.
Would it be gospel though?
Bamboo's now saved.
Yeah.
Bamboo's
yeah.
I don't know. Newsflash today.
That's what I was like, yo.
That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. But you know, life is life. You never know. He's still spitting truth, so that still remains on my list.
So you like? I feel like there's a rapper like.
And Yashinsky.
Okay.
Yes.
That would be crazy.
Yashinsky would be great.
Okay.
Yeah. He I think there was a time there was a video he was shooting and he was like, I need an older woman for the video with the cool girl. I was like, no, absolutely not.
So he missed out.
Yeah, no, he's good people. So I'd like to do something with him.
What made you work with Teo Tripper? Like, Teo Tripper can rap.
So good. Like, he was on field. Yes. I would love him. I would love for him to be on another track.
I feel like you have a good ear for rap because you don't just pick whack rappers. Like, I feel like you choose a good rap. Like, Kolo can rap.
I love rap. Okay, so I like Bad Boys, but I love.
I wasn't going to say that. But I clocked it, but I wasn't going to say that. Like, I feel like the rapper, like, because even like I was going through your catalog today. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of rap. For a singer, you also gel well with rappers.
With rappers, so because then it's the yin to your yang. So it's like, okay, I'll be dressed over here, you over there, go do the cussing. Okay, not so much, that's too much. Stop.
Punguza kidogo.
Punguza aki, please. So definitely, I'm drawn to rappers. I'm like a moth to a flame. I love.
But I feel like you could also rap. There's something you said earlier. It was a bar. Like you have cheeky. Like you could be a rapper. You have that rap energy.
Yeah,
I like your rap energy. Yeah.
I could be the next Bobby.
Alright, guys.
I wanna ask.
Too much fun.
I wanna ask my final question of the night.
Okay.
As Sheila or NIKKI, when life comes to its unfortunate end, what would you like to be remembered for?
She lived.
She lived.
She really lived.
Out loud or just lived?
Out loud and lived.
Okay.
But lived. I lived. You cannot go back. You know, I'll take you back to when Aaliyah died.
Okay.
I was in a gym right here, Racing Sport Gym. It used to be here in Westlands, just opposite the Westlands Market. But I was watching that feed and I couldn't believe this beautiful, perfect woman who had everything was gone. And then I started thinking, but look at all the music, look at the body of work that she's left behind, and she was still a kid.
Yeah.
So then I've always had that in the back of my mind. And then in 2007, I was in a road crash. I was in a car crash coming from Embu. And I was told that in the head-on collision in the car that hit us, a 5-year-old girl died. And I always felt, why not me? I mean, I'd already lived it. How are you taken away at 5?
Yeah.
You know? 5. Come on, 5. And I felt, again, there've been reminders for me to just stop wasting time, to just do what needs to be done. And what needs to be done doesn't have to be stuff people understand. Because again, starting to sing again, of course, a lot of people say, but why are you doing that? That's a waste of your resources and your time. Let the younger ones do it. Let this do it. Let that do it. And I say, I'm doing this not because I want to compete with anybody, but because I owe it to a 5-year-old girl who may have wanted to sing, I don't know, who may have wanted to go see the Northern Lights, I don't know. Wherever you find yourself in, do not doubt that you're supposed to be living. You have to thrive in that space, whatever space it is. And it's not to say that it's always going to be easy and you'll always have the resources and you'll always have the know-how for it. But to be present in what you choose to do is a gift. So she lived. Yes. Oh, we snapped it now.
You get the honor of the last question.
Bro, I can't. There's no way I can. What can she say after that?
Oh, you'll be surprised.
For the little girls and the little boys and They're thems out there
Yeah.
who have a dream to be the next NIKKI, who are in the punishment room on Monday. What advice would you give them? That
Sing.
you just sing?
Do it all. Get in trouble when it's time to get in trouble. Pursue these dreams, pursue these hopes. Do it. And you know, sometimes telling parents what you want to do is very difficult. For me, it wasn't about telling my parents I want to sing. It was, I've sang, listen to my new song. It's take initiative because it's your life. Ultimately, there's a difference between talking about what you want to do and actually doing it. And there's something I read many years ago about if you take a step towards that which you want, then that which you want also takes a step towards you. But nothing moves until you move. So until you move, nothing moves. So do it, live it, explore it, feel it, build it, create it. We're here to make magic, and magic is songs, it's books, it's roles, it's medicine, it's roads, it's wherever it is you've been chosen to be placed and you have found yourself there. Don't question it. Don't say, but I'm not being paid enough. Oh, but this is really harder than I thought. Did you want to do it? Do it. And don't get tired of doing it. Get better at doing it. But do it anyway.
Amen.
Yes.
I want to say thank you so much to you.
Thank you.
For-
Where's the food? I'm hungry.
For gracing us with
You didn't send us a writer. You should have sent us a writer. Also, you're more the little one, not King Julian.
I like King Julian though.
You're more the little one than King Julian. Madagascar. Yeah, Madagascar.
Why is that the one with the really big?
Yeah, that one. You're more him than King
I
Julian.
love King Julian though. I am sitting in first class. It means
Yeah,
I'm better than you. When I'm first in business class, that's how I was looking at it. I'm better than you. Even you little girl.
The energy's been so amazing, so amazing, and like I'm glad that you see you don't. We could have sat here and assumed we knew who you are because we can sit down here and research all day, but like until we sit down and talk to you, there's so much we can't learn
That
from
you wouldn't.
googling you.
Yeah.
You know, googling you.
baby.
So I'm saying thank you to you for your time and for your nuggets because I feel like there's so much information.
Wait, you say thank you to which one?
Both of them.
I don't know which one. But
They are all in the
I'm
same
generalizing.
space.
I don't want to talk to Sheila.
I like both. I like both of them.
I don't talk to Sheila and ignore Nikki.
Both of you. Both of them like all of you.
I wanted to bring both of them for all the parties.
But thank you to everybody who listened. Afghanistan was listening, Somalia was listening, Australia was listening, Finland was listening, Germany was listening. So many people were listening, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you
been
to
so
everybody. And thank you guys. What you're doing, don't get tired of doing it and always find joy in doing it because speaking to you, I am this energy because of what you're giving me. It's could have come in here and I'd have been like, it's now time to go. I want to go now. I gotta go.
And we went extra late, so it was
crazy.
Because we enjoyed talking to
And
you.
I've enjoyed talking to you. So whatever you need from my end, count on my support and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Alright, guys.
All right, thank you so much for listening to us on the 254 Express. We've had a Hall of Famer here today. Not even a legendary. No, this is not your typical average artist. She's been brilliant, actually. Quite dashing.
Like we've never. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
And remember, she still has the finest
In the game. I thought you noticed that. We'll be back here on Monday, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Much love and 254, 247. Let's get it.
Good night.